believe, Stephen Crow, we are live on
Are we
the
live?
internet. Yeah, that's how I'm doing it. I'm just jumping in.
I hope
Good
so.
evening, good evening, good evening. If one of you fine people out there could let us know that we are live on the internet and that you can hear us, that would be absolutely magnificent.
Hang on. That feels better. Someone lowered my seat. I think Daisy's been in this chair.
Someone lowered your seat. There you go.
Hello, everyone. How the devil are we? I hope we're all well on this fine Monday evening.
Sound and vision are good. Falling asleep already, that's what we like from our audience. Sound and video works fine. Yes. Dave Walker, all good. Yes. Stephen Crow, Battle Streams in Middle Earth.
Yes.
How are you, my friend?
It's been a week, mate. It's been a week.
The good news is
But I'm very well. The sun is shining in Manchester. It's nice and warm.
The sun is also shining in Twickenham.
Finally, I mean, just before we come live, we did mention Scouring. I'm not going to go to it, but I'm literally still going through admin of Scouring, replying to messages that were sent to me before Scouring happened, and I'm only replied to them.
I think it's too late, mate.
Messages like, "Is it okay to use this model?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's sound. You used it. Everyone's good." How about you, mate? How you doing?
Yeah, good. I think all things considered, obviously delighted to be here with you. The viewers will be delighted to know that we are arguably less prepared than normal for this, but we've got a hell of a show lined up for you tonight. We've got a bit of a special. So welcome one and all to Battle Streams of Middle Earth. This is of course our semi-regular live stream where we take a stroll down memory lane, normally via an issue of DS9's Partwork Battle Games in Middle Earth. But what he did was change the word games to the word streams. So think basically.
People don't get it. They don't get it.
A lot of people do not get it. And it's been fun, and we've been doing it for some time now. We're approaching our 4.5-year anniversary. And as you can see right down there in the description, it's episode 99.
It is. That is a feat.
That is a feat.
It's
There's not
feat.
many YouTube shows that have got to 99 episodes before.
Do you know what I was thinking earlier today, leading up to this?
What are you thinking?
This one. It would be very interesting. I'm sure somebody will do it, Larry. But add up, like even including the streams that went wrong, and we had to have part 2, part 3, part 4. Add up the amount of streaming time we've done in 100 episodes.
We haven't reached 100 yet. Don't curse us.
Yet. That would be interesting to see how much of our lives we sat.
It wouldn't take
on
that
our
long,
own.
would it? Because, like, relatively.
Why are you pissing on me fire, mate?
No, I'm saying it's achievable. I'm saying it's a good thing. I'm trying to encourage someone to do it.
Yeah.
Because all the time codes will be there at the thumbnails, right?
Yes.
Obviously, you'd have to go back to the GBHL, or I think we've got a playlist, haven't we, of the older episodes.
I think so, yeah.
So, I think it'd take you about half an hour or something to work it out, to be honest.
It's averaging about 4 hours an episode.
Yeah, they're about 4 an episode, and we've got 99. So, 400 episodes, 400 hours.
400 hours?
Yeah. Right, somewhere in that.
That's a lot, mate.
Yeah.
That's a lot, that.
Steve, have you ever done any other YouTube shows that made it to 99 episodes?
I haven't, mate. This is the first. Popping me cherries tonight.
I think should we jump straight into some of the exciting stuff, because I mean, God, have we got a show for you tonight?
Yeah.
I've got a treat, Steve.
Yes. Bow.
Oh yeah. I'm just going to do that once after the disaster we've had.
I can hear it.
Can you hear it? If someone out there just lets me know they can hear that, that'd be super.
If someone out there wants to know why we're extremely late tonight, it's because I couldn't hear a guitar for about half an hour.
Turns out the same reason you can't hear clapping means you can't hear guitars. Now, look, Frederick Schultz, I don't know what this means. He's just written Red Baboons. I don't know what that's about. 99. Now, I'm lucky enough to have done another YouTube show that got to 99 episodes, and then we stopped, and so I thought, and on that last episode, we actually had a musical segment that was appropriate for the 99th episode, and so I thought I'd bring it back in honor of this 99 episode, in the hope that it also kills this show. So you ready? So Stephen, and it's
I was born ready, mate. It's the only reason I've stuck around for 99 episodes.
We're waiting for this. Now, as I don't want to say that I used to do more prep, but I used to do more prep, and I feel like I practiced this a little more when I did it with Tom back in the day. But I think I'm all right. So I'd like you all to settle back and enjoy our brief musical introduction to episode 99 of Battlestream's Middle Earth. Sie Kriegministern, Streikord und Benzinkanisten, hielten sich für schlaue Leuten, wetterten von Schätterbeuten, man rief und kriegen wollten Macht. Mann, wer hatte das gedacht, dass es einmal so weit kommt? 99 Battlestreams. 99 Battlestreams.
Need a lighter.
99 Battlestreams. 99 Battlestreams go by in German. Welcome to episode 99. What a time to be alive, right?
I think everyone had the phone lights on up there.
Yeah, you'd think so. You think of it, yeah.
I could feel it.
Yeah, absolutely. There we go. I've just seen one comment there saying going out on a high. Well, it worked for the Plantier, right? So there we go. So yeah, welcome. It's gonna be an exciting one, but it's also sadly a sad one. Not just because it's the last ever episode of Battlestreams of Middle Earth, but because why, Steve? What happened?
Well, one of our favourite kings, Mr. Bernard Hill, passed away recently. Very sad. It was. I'd tell you, it was a really sad time, but it was really nice being part of this community and other Middle Earth themed communities, whether it's be about strategy battle game or the literature or the movies or things like that. The amount of things that were online, sort of in remembrance, it was really touching. It was nice, really nice.
Yeah, I agree. It hit me oddly hard. Cal Still Right was going to Comic Con. You were meant to be meeting him on the Sunday, and he cancelled on the Saturday. And Cal, I think I was like, I'm gutted. He's my favourite character. And then you found out kind of why on the Sunday. I was like, wow, and that means he was planning on being there. He cancelled on the Saturday. He was planning on being there and said, all of us should go and hug everyone we love. That kind of idea. I was like, I'm going to go to Comic Con on Sunday. Actually, no. So yeah, very, very sad news. And for our community, very sad news when anyone dies. But for our community, a key member of those films that unite us all has fallen. And so our wonderful patrons I immediately basically said Theoden tribute stream, right? And who are we to disagree? So that's the theme of tonight. We're going to give Theoden a send off in the Battlestreams manner. And so tonight's theme is we're not going to have a look through an issue, which is actually going to work quite well because there's loads of kind of news and stuff we want to talk about, which will fill the show easily. But yeah, the theme for tonight is Theoden. Yeah. So Steve, how do they get involved? What does it mean to have a theme of Theoden?
So basically, during this stream, with it being a Theoden theme, if you are working on painting, building, basing, anything pretty much Theoden themed, if you go over to the Great British Hobbit League Facebook group, there is a whip thread post, and you can post what you're working on in there, and we'll have a look at it towards the end of the stream, and you'll be in a live draw to win fantabulous money cannot buy prize, which is, Damien?
It's not these.
Seamless, mate. Seamless.
Not these. I think you were worried that I wasn't ready for that. I think you were going, he hasn't set up the dice tray. I think he set up the dice tray. You can't win these. These are our purple patron dice.
Yeah.
Money can buy these. What money can't buy is this bad boy. Oh, look at that 5.
Ooh, look at that.
That is Theoden rolling for a Horse Lord save and keeping his horsey alive.
Or a new Arnor named captain.
Well, he's jumping straight in.
Getting Master of Battle.
This is, of course, a black Battle Streams of Middle-earth dice. Oof.
Yeah.
Only way you can get your hands on one of these bad boys is by winning the prize draw. So anyone who's working on a Theoden out there today, 5 seats, passing all the fate rolls. Anyone who's working on a Theoden will be entered into the draw to win that at the end of the night, which is super
and
fun.
You've got to be in it to win it.
You do. You have to. I think you can also, if you're not painting a Theoden or working on Theoden, you can obviously join in on the whip thread and post on the whip thread and tell us what you're working on, all that. But to be in with a chance of the dice, you have to be working on Theoden. Got to be working on Theoden. And yeah, hopefully we'll get a lot of kind of, a lot of little tributes to the big man, I suppose, and that sort of thing. We actually did a post on the GBHL. I put a little thread up on the day he died, and it got hundreds of comments of people putting up their favourite, picture of their painted Theodens and all that, and it was really nice. And these things are never happy, but it was a nice way of celebrating our love for that man.
Yeah.
And we did a similar thing for Ian Home, didn't we? We did it for Ian Home way back when he died.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully there'll be a nice way for us to spread some Theoden-based love tonight. Now, what you might expect, and someone said in the Patreon, is what about a profile review? What about a deep dive? Done it, mate. I went and checked. I did go and have a proper look, and on, I think it's episode 35, our Theoden episode, we did a full profile review, and I did a full deep dive for Theoden. And do you know when that was, Steve? That was almost 3 years ago today. It was 3 years ago in late April we did that.
Mad at it. It's crazy.
So I'm not going to be doing that today, but if you are interested in getting stuck into some Theoden content, go and look down at, I think it's episode 35. It's the thumbnail.
Wait, have we had 2 Theoden episodes?
I don't think we've had 2 Theoden streams. No. Have we had 2 Theoden models? I don't think so.
Because we did one when the new Theoden came out, didn't we? Didn't we do one?
Well, the plastic one.
The plastic one, didn't we?
That was 2018, mate. That was before our time.
Was it?
Yeah.
Jeez.
I know, right? We would have done for sure. We did plastic AMR. You thinking of that?
Maybe.
Mayamar. Let me have a look. Where is he? He is episode. There he is. So he's episode 35. And I'm just scanning through the thumbnails. I don't think we've done another Theoden one. Theoden would have been eligible for something or other. We've done like Return of the King themes and those sort of stuff, Two Towers themes. But I don't think we've done another week specifically about Theoden. There's a Riders of Rohan week, a Thea Dread week. But no other Theoden streams since that one. Which is fine. That's more than enough.
Yeah.
So he's due another one, and sadly, it's just a shame about the circumstances, really. So we hope lots of you get stuck.
But, I mean, I suppose the positive on that is, as you mentioned, there is a lot to talk about. A lot's gone on since the last stream.
Yeah.
As well as the very sad news, we've had some positive news for our game. We've
quite a lot.
We've had some teasers. We've had some showing us new models. We've had a certain trailer. There's quite a bit to talk about anyway. So even though we're talking about certain subjects, do pop anything that you'd like to mention in the chat. Memories of Theoden, how
absolutely.
Seeing Theoden on the big screen made you feel, or is he one of your favourite characters? Did that battle charge make the hairs on the back of your neck stand up and stuff like that?
It's quite a popular scene, isn't it, that one, Stephen?
Very popular, yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of lovely. Steve, are you working on Theoden tonight?
No. I'm not painting tonight.
You're not painting tonight. You're just
I'm
here.
not painting.
You're just here for the chat.
I'm just here to hang out with you guys. That's it. I'm surrounded by mess. I mean, luckily you can't see a lot of it. I've got tins and boxes and all sorts of stuff around me. So yeah, I was just very unprepared. It's not like me, I know that. But very unprepared tonight. Very unprepared. How about you?
I don't have a Theoden because, with the best will in the world to the great man, I despise painting Theoden. You know that. But do you know what? Do you know what is worth in this? In sometimes battle streams just comes together and things every now and again. Like the model, the theme all works out right. Do you know what I need to be painting right now?
Go
on. Tiny little Pippin, who should be tonight. It should be Merry and Pippin week. And I've got this Pippin who is literally the model I'm trying to paint now. And so I was so close. And by the time now we do episode 101, where he'll come in, he has to be finished.
Right.
Yeah. So I've got him. And I've also got, because I'm not going to be on theme, what does it mean, Steve?
It means you are painted for your Ministry army.
And I'm working on this.
Very cool.
Yeah. This thing's coming together. I have, if anyone's curious, I don't know how well you can see in the light, but if anyone's curious why it's painted but on a black base, it's because I've decided, and I might be a lunatic here, or I might be a genius, I don't really know, but I've held it and painted it so I could dry brush inside it before I glued it to the base. You see what I mean? There's loads of bits inside that I can't see how you're going to get your brush in once it's glued down. So I did the kind of the wooden dry brushing, you know, before it was glued down, and now I've glued it down. I'm going to attach to the base. So yeah, this was my Secret Santa present this year from someone. I don't know who it was, but thank you if you're out there. So yeah, I've got that on the go as well. So I'll be working on that, but no Theodens for me.
Very nice.
We did just mention the big 100. I think we should say it while there's 49 people already in. We got some big news, Steve, and I think you should do the big 100 news because.
No, don't ask me to do it.
Don't ask me to do it.
Ask me to. I'll get something wrong, mate. I'm going to leave it to you. You talk for a living.
I do.
This is on you, mate. This is on you.
If
you need a cake baking or a steak cooking, I'm your man.
As long as they'll have me. Well, the whole point, Steve, is that you're not cooking steak.
No.
Because we're on episode 99, and we think we're going to get to 100.
Yes.
But then me and Tom thought we were going to get to 100.
Yes.
And Battle Streams in Middle Earth 100, I can tell you, is on Saturday the 15th of June. You should try clapping. I think they'll be able to hear you today. No, I can't hear that. Oh, it's probably because your one's cancelled, isn't it? You probably haven't changed your settings.
Is it where is it in the 3 dots?
You need to go into settings and go into audio and then mess about as I did. So yeah, in a quite unusual twist, not only do we have the date already booked for you, it's a Saturday. Steve has got Steve's now working Fridays and Saturdays, which is why we're going to Sundays and midweek. But we have cleared a date. He has taken what have you done? You've booked the day off, is it?
Yeah. I've decided to forfeit my wages for that night.
Absolutely. This is the love. And so, Battle Streams 100, the party celebration episode, will be on a Saturday night. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, get it in your diary. Saturday, June the 15th. I'm just kind of like making this up and assuming that's the right.
I'll just try this.
You what? There you go. That's done it. Yeah. Sorted. Can you hear you clapping? Hey, I haven't heard you clapping in 4 years. That's so cool. Yeah, Saturday, June the 15th. So I'm excited about that. That'll be awesome. And we hope as many of you as possible will come in for our 100th episode extravaganza. It's going to be a good one. And throughout the course of this episode, if you've got any cool ideas for things we should do on that episode, let us know. We haven't really talked about it.
What about people sending in messages?
Yeah, we can. I mean, we can do, but there's quite a lot of patrons out there. The worry is if they do it, and we have a 100th episode, which would be quite the twist. The whole show might just be playing messages. But,
we could just get pissed.
Yeah, we could just get drunk. That'd be great. And we haven't actually talked about this, but I reckon for theme it should be what any model that's come with a magazine. Do you think? So far, what do you reckon?
Is there something that we would never get to doing these streams?
Well, it's got its Celeborn for one thing, I suppose.
A monster?
It's monsters. I don't know.
Because it has become a monster, hasn't it? This show, 100.
Clever.
I don't know. Let's have a think about it.
It should be like a bit of a free for all, I think, but with some battle streams theming, I think. But it won't be a record breaker, because we'll allow all sorts in, so it won't be eligible to break the records. But yeah, let us know. Why don't you guys suggest? Why don't you do that? We'll go from there. But yeah, so Saturday, June the 15th. Get it in your diaries. It's about 3 weeks. 3 weeks Saturday, I think it is. We're going to have a Saturday night stream. Beer. No worries about work the next morning. It's going to be great.
Mm-hmm.
Sound good?
Sounds ace.
Steve, what snacks you got, mate?
Very unprepared. Nearly didn't have a snack. Had to raid the fridge and found
a Kit Kat.
White.
Kit Kat white?
Chunky. Yeah, Kit Kat white chunky.
That's pretty good.
Got that with my brew. I do have. Well, I will have in a minute when I go and get it. A glass of Coke. A Coke in the fridge. It wasn't. I got it straight from the shop, so it wasn't cold. So put it in the fridge. And I'll go and get that myself. That's it. That's me for snacks. No beers. Do have to be up early in the morning. What about you, Mr. O'Byrne?
Have I got a story for
you? You are an absolute lush, so I'm expecting beer.
Well, firstly, as ever, the point of battle streams really low.
Is to not put cups in the dishwasher.
To clear your backlog. To get painting those Theodens out there, just for a bit of fun. So I got my cup of tea. Well, actually, maybe I came on. I've only got one snack in here, but do you know what I had to do today? I had to fill up the car at a petrol station, and I was like, "Oh, hello, filling up the car on a stream night. That's snacktastic." And so, you know what you've just said? Guess what I've got, Steve?
Go on.
Go on. Go on. You can get there.
You've got a Kit Kat chunky.
Oh no, it's close. The other one.
You've got a Kit Kat.
I've got a Coke. I've got a Coke, you twat.
You got a chunky one.
I was like, I'm going to buy a can of Coke. I'm going to get a can of Coke because I was like, why not? Let's go nuts on a Monday night. So I've got my can of Coke, the new Pepsi.
Yeah. The new Pepsi, yeah.
Obviously, I was browsing the shelves for something interesting, and I found something that I think we've talked about but we haven't had.
Okay.
Which is the McVitie's Gold.
Oh, I love. I must have had one of those on here.
Did you? Because these are new, aren't they?
Oh, are these that one of the new ones?
Yeah, it's
not a gold bar. It's the like billionaires one.
Yeah, Billions wafer. And I saw this, and I know they've been in the Patreon chat and stuff. And not only that, mate. Not only that.
Oh, reduced.
Cheap.
Reduced.
So I actually got two of these. No, I haven't. I've only got one here. Yeah, I know, right? Jackpot. And I was like, hello.
I'm glad it was £1.
And given the petrol is 400% up, I thought that was a bargain. So I thought I'd go into one of these and see what it's like, see what the game's like. Oh, it's a strange colour. Look at that.
Yeah, decent.
It's all right, that. I've got white chocolate in there.
A little bit. If I've got one criticism of those, a little bit too sweet.
It is sweet. That's the white. It's got white chocolate in there. That's why you like it.
Mm. I still prefer just the standard gold bars. They are nice, but I prefer the old school ones.
So do you know what else do?
Go on.
Right. Because I was getting petrol. That's on the joint account.
so really, it only cost you 30p.
She hasn't got a clue, mate. That is just a couple of extra quid of petrol. That is. Don't have a clue. So
you should do that every time. If you did that once a week, the rest of your life, you'd have one over on her.
30p that was it. 30p.
30p.
30p for me.
30p of yours. 30p of hers.
30p for Emma. Yeah, none of it. I'll tell you what. I filled the car right. It was to fill my tank up costs about 95 quid. All right. And it came to 98 today. And I saw that. I saw the 98. You know, you always look before you go into the shop, right? And then I got a can of Coke and 2 chocolate bars. And the thing came up and he said £163. And I went, no. And he was like, it is. It's £163. I was like, it's not. It isn't. And he turned the thing around and he gave me someone else's petrol. He gave me like 65 quid of unleaded. And I was like, I'm pretty sure that's not mine because if I put that in my
HGV.
car, if I put that in my car, it'll destroy it. And then he couldn't get it off. The guy had to ring his boss. He didn't know how to like avoid it.
Just what you need. All you wanted to do was get home and eat your gold bar. You've got to stand there.
I've got a stream, mate. There's a little bit of me that's genuinely like, it could be 163 quid. Do you know what world we're living in? I was like, it might be. So yeah, I nearly had to do that, but as it was, all got sorted out in the end.
Yeah.
There we go. So yeah, gold bar and I do. You're right. I do have a beer.
I know it.
Ready to celebrate because I am a lush.
There you go. Should we dive in and see who's in, and then we can get to some topics?
Absolutely.
Let me change from top chat to live chat because we know how that can go. I've got to scroll all the way back. Okay, so we have Mr. Carl Daly in first comment. I think it's the first time Carl's ever been first comment, is it? Hot off the press.
How would
It took him 99 episodes to be first in the chat. Even everyone not painting today, but got you on in the background. Good man. Sound and vision good, says Jill. Mark Fry says, even all fallen asleep already. It's not a good start for that, man.
All right, mate, you've got, you know, that's when we went live. You've got, it might just be hellos, but you've got loads of stuff before that.
I've not got anything before that.
You got Frederick saying hello, is the thread up. Cal's in saying, may we all ride for ruin in a red dawn, love it. Joe says hello.
You get up to where I was, though.
Yeah, Joe says hello. Gayton says hello. Michael says hello. Jakey says hello. Dan Collister is in. He loves a bit of Nana. That's what Nana's brought him back. Skull Munch is in. Rebel Based Gaming is in. Nothing from you, please, tonight, Johnny. Michael Curtis, do you see what I shredded with? I'll keep the face, man. Oh, actually, I meant to say this. You know the Theoden stream I said I went back and watched 3 years ago? Yeah. I didn't go and check the game. United are winning by 6 goals to something. You go, hey, mate. You go, hey, mate. What? Go. and I was like, oh, how time's changed. And the less said about who scored the 6th, the better. But quite a lot can change in 3 years. Scott Newman is in. He'll be getting excited based on one of our news stories now. Jill Munro is in. Adam Harrison is. Can't make the stream tonight. I never understand that. Just wanted to pass on my condolences for an Eisen actor. Lovely to have you.
Looks like he has made the
That's
stream.
what I mean. I'm always confused. But thank you for dropping in. Just to say that's very kind. Richard Clammer is in. James Wilson, where is the stream and the whip thread? Where is the party popper that wasn't popping? They have passed like Duff party poppers in the... Oh, what is it? On the mountain? What was it past there? Past that wind in the... Can't remember. Sorry. Ashley Fisher is in. He's after a dice. Dale Groves is in. Flying Mammal is in. Dave Walker. Whip thread. Where was the whip thread when the Westfold fell? Frederick Schultz. Oh, it's the weird piano house again and 2 minutes late. Josh Rogers says, I missed the real opening credit song. TMAT Tiberius. Evening all. Hope everyone's well. Rory Campbell. Extended music while Damien puts his snowman costume on. Extended music while Damien waits here at 8:29 and texts Steve going, you coming? Sean Clark is in and Daly is in, and then I believe we have Jill Munro saying sound and vision good.
Yeah, done that. Okay, so Johnny says yes. Dave Walker says all good. Evening all, hope you're all well, says Boris. Larry says, I think there's a problem with the sound and video. I can see and hear you guys. I guess you could say I'm feeling championes, Johnny.
I said nothing from you.
You are better than that, mate.
I hate
You're better than that. Which Clammer says the sun is shining in Twickenham and the buses are on fire. Haha.
That's topical. Yeah. That's some good local news, Richard. Bus caught fire in Twickenham today. Huh. Everyone's fine. It's all right with. It's not in terribly bad taste. Mechanical fault. Bus went up in flames. All right.
Gary George says, morning all, just happened to wake up at 4:30 a.m. and thought, what the hell? For Theoden.
For Theoden.
Larry Miller says, hope everyone's excited for a bittersweet final episode. Evening all, says Jack Buckler. Jolsman says, I don't think it can be done because of the episode that was removed due to bigotry. Larry says, would you have to add the controversial Witch King episode that never happened?
I don't know what anyone's talking about.
Just call it 4 hours. It's the easiest way. Jill Morrell says, there's a missing episode with the fancy dress we did not speak of. 4 hours. Frederick says, Red Baboons, 99. Red Baboons, question mark, says Larry. Let me scroll.
See, they knew.
Frederick says,
people wanted it, mate. I told you.
They wanted it. They can hear the guitar, they can hear it fine, says Jill. Ashtung says Rory. Carmen says, Damien with the guitar, in between us, 2 vibes. Johnny says to Carl, which in-betweener do you think they're each most like?
That's a great question.
That's a shocker.
I think you're like Carly.
Cheers, mate. What a time to be alive, says Gaetan. Ashley Fisher says, where are the baboons? Going out on a high, says Gary George. Oh boy, so many mispronounced words, says Frederick.
That's untrue. I know all the German words.
I know all the German words.
It's not true.
Explain this to the missus, says Dale. Johnny says, what is battle and stream in German, Frederick?
Battle streaming, wasn't it?
Streaming. Josh Crosby says, yeah, Battle Streams sounds off. Iberius says, Damien absolutely shredding it. Great start.
Thanks, babe.
And Frederick says to Johnny, Craig stream, Kampf stream, Schlack stream. If you want to
Creek stream,
line stream, Union stream, as in a small river, it will be back instead of stream.
Noisy camphor stream. Better? And what's the other one? Schlacker stream. 99 slacken streamen.
Slack stream. Slack stream.
There you go.
Larry says, did they do the magazine in Germany? Question mark. Oh, it's just jumped a little bit. It's not a good start when it jumps this early on. That's it. I've stayed awake for the song ASMR all the way now. Random comment, says Frederick. I'll from now on offer free German lessons to a small donation of €50, about 43 quid per hour.
I don't need them.
I
don't need them.
You need them.
I don't need them.
Joe Kelly says, good afternoon from the States. I've got beef ribs on the smoker. I'm ready for the stream, and congrats to the first 99 episodes of BSIME. The next 99 will be even better. Good luck with the ribs, mate. Hope they turn out well, and thank you very much. Are you confusing Theoden with AMA Steve? I might have done. Katie's in says, evening everyone. How you doing, Katie? Larry says he got a Theoden week, and I think I also worked on him on War in Rohan stream or something of that ilk.
Yeah. He's definitely been eligible in other weeks, but I don't think he's had his
definitely,
week.
Yeah. Mike Pascal says, I first came across Bernard Hill when I watched Boys from the Black Stuff.
Great film.
Or series, yeah. What is it? Gives a Job. That's what he said, wasn't it? In 1982. I'd missed the original play, but the series really spoke to the times we were living through then. It's jumped again, man. Nightmare. Frederick says, my favourite part is when they say death. My other favourite part is when Rohan answers. And Tiberius says, the arrival of the Mummakill at the Pelennor is still one of the best scenes in the films for me. Theoden's fearlessness and yet terror is captured so very well in that scene.
He should have gone around though, shouldn't he?
Yeah.
Like, I'm all for charging into the orcs, but with the big heffalumps, take them head on. Gamling at that point needs to go, no, Theoden, don't take them head on. Ride around the back. Shoot them.
Are you mental?
Yeah, I mean, he's done so... Think about what he's done up to that point. He's done so well. Wiped out the Mordor... I think they destroy the orc army, and it's all legging it, right? They're all legging it towards the river. Take them head on. Don't take them head on. Silly.
Silly. Or when they collect spears and do some math, says Frederick. Excuse me. Jolman says, you say that, Damon, but we've been burnt before.
I think this is about 100 episodes, isn't it?
What I will say is, and I think I can say this with fair confidence, I don't think you had a date for Pelennor 100, whereas if we have a date...
Pelennor 100?
Oh, you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
No, you're right. I mean, we didn't. But we say, I haven't watched it in a very long time, but I think we say, see you in a couple of weeks. I think we're just meant to be coming back.
Well, there wasn't a date. Well, there wasn't a date.
Wow. Whereas this we are doing it. We got it.
We actually had the 100th date before we had the 99th date.
Yeah, that's why there's been a slightly bigger pause between the last two, because we were all working towards a Saturday, so we could have a big party. Now I can't promise a 101, but I think we can promise a 100. So
Let's see how 100 goes.
Even more reason to come along, because that could be the last one.
Yeah. Matt Saney says, "Hey guys, long time. Hope you're both doing well. Very well.
Love
Very well.
to see it.
Generation Shift, Matt. Of course, I speak with the fabulous bases that everybody knows and loves." Larry says, "I always loved the multiple oh crap faces Theoden has throughout the Pelennor." And then he asks, "Can they both clap now?" Does he get that in stereo?
No, just the one.
Just clapping. Joe Kelly says, "I heard the clap. What new devilry is this?"
Yeah.
This is new to us.
We've pulled out all the stats for 99, I tell you.
Ryan Cuthbert, good evening. I heard the black dice calling.
Oh, colours.
Frederick says, "Not so fun random fact. Nana from 99 went full tinfoil hat during COVID. Even weirder, she's probably influenced by an Indian, South African, German neo-Nazi flat earth creationist, Javier Naidu."
That is a shame. You hate to see it from Nana. I don't know what to make of that. You always think the musical heroes are gonna kind of have
they generally always let you down.
What your heroes?
Musical heroes. It must be the lifestyle. I'm not so sure.
What would it be like? Don't believe the terrible lies. Bill Gates will go in your eyes. It's all just a fake disease. That's the thing rhymes with disease. Maybe that's what she's after.
That is exactly what she's after.
I know, Red Balloons 2024.
Joe Kelly says, BSIME 100 live in America. Carl says, wouldn't miss episode 100 for the world. While talking about you, Carl, can I just say I haven't replied to your message yet, but I have read it. I just haven't had time because I've been catching up all over admin.
That's half the battle.
Who, what, where?
That's half the battle. We probably only wanted you to read it. You probably didn't want to reply.
Oh, no, you wanted to reply. Got any pictures? Don't know. Ryan Cuthbert, hope everyone is well. We are, mate. Beef ribs, lamb shanks and chickens at the weekend, says Mark Fry. Having trouble with briquettes and heat management using heat beads, but temp drops off too quickly. What are you cooking in, Mark?
Doesn't sound like an oven.
Cool. And you want to be careful with them heat beads. I tell you, they get too hot, you're in trouble. Larry Miller says, any model that is 100 points, question mark?
I could do that. It's a bit limiting, isn't it? Are there many?
Yeah, that's very limiting.
I feel like you could get Boromir, Leggy and Gimli in that.
It's very limiting.
Shade.
No, I think open house.
Anything.
Anything, I think.
Anything at all.
Anything. That's what I think.
Not even like something from any of the magazines.
Yeah, I think anything.
Anything.
I think anyone that posts in the whip thread gets entered into the draw.
What about anything that's not from the magazine?
Could do.
That's probably going to be quite hard to enforce, isn't it? We can do anything if you want. We can have it complete free for all if you want.
I think, because when else are we going to do that?
As long as you don't need it. As long as you don't need it. You got to pack. There you go. Can't be something for
we can't enforce that because we don't know if they need it.
We get their integrity to enforce it. They know that
Santa won't. Yeah, and the other thing is there's a lot of BSIMers around. So if you say, oh, I didn't need this, I just paid it for BSIME, and then you rock up at a GBHL 100 event, come first, second, third, or fourth,
just painting your dragon.
and you're making notes. You're making notes of where you came and who you played. then we'll know.
Yeah, we'll know. And more importantly, who else will know, Steve?
Everybody else, I think.
No, who else? Come on. Big man.
Because you'll let them know.
Santa. Santa will know.
If you come first, second, third, or fourth, you will let everybody know. Yeah, Santa will know. I couldn't not. I tried to stop myself, but couldn't do it. Where are we? Frederick says, any mini that came with a magazine sofa.
It's a sofa gag. It's a sofa. It's clever.
Oh, sofa.
Funny stuff.
And Josh says, anything worth 100 points again. Ashley Fisher says, what about anything that came on the card standees in the mags?
That'd be hard to track, though, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think anything. I haven't got anything. Larry says, hey, I said that first. Roxor says, must get the war gear right. Frederick laughs at Larry. Jolsman says, perhaps in order to celebrate Damien's other completed series, anything that appears in the Quest of the Ring Bearer campaign. Holding you to account tonight, mate.
Gave you 99 streams, for God's sake, and maybe 100.
Michael Haskell says, what about theming it around Bilbo's 111th?
11th, isn't it?
11th. My brain isn't working tonight. Birthday celebrations might be too narrow a selection of figures, mind. Yeah, I'm voting anything.
That should surely be the theme for episode 111.
That's true.
If we do that, that'd be fun.
That's a big ask.
Well, another 11.
It's another foot. How many is that?
Oh, it's 11, that.
Mm.
You honestly ask you how many past 100 is 111?
I was trying to add up. It's 44 hours.
Yeah, another 44 hours.
Larry Miller says, what about any model that was talked about on the 100th episode of Planter? Gaetan says, any miniatures that come with a story to explain why it brings lovely memories about the BSIME should be allowed, winky face.
That's nice. I think kind of somehow reflecting on 100 episodes will be a good theme. But
Yeah. I think, how about it's an open house, but when you put yourself in the whip thread, give us a little few lines of why you're painting that model. Does it evoke BSIME vibes?
So when we go through the whip thread at 11 p.m, it takes 3 hours. It's a nice idea, but we'll have to do
it's a crap idea.
But no, it's a good idea. Actually, do you know what, Steve? I'm gonna take back my cynicism and say that's a good idea, because that's also a good way for channeling that discussion, as opposed to it just being in the comments over the course of a stream. If we had that as a segment, let's go to the whip thread earlier than normal.
Yeah.
So right, get your pictures in there in the first hour.
Yeah, let's do that, and let's have a cut off. Because the thing is, I reckon it's going to be a super busy Facebook thread.
Well, I hope so. It's a Saturday night, and I like the way you move.
And everyone is going to be working on something and just post it in. So it's going to be let's have a cut off. Maybe say 10:30.
Yeah, it's good.
We go into that because we don't want that taking up a huge chunk of the 100th.
You also want to be doing it when lots of people are still there before people start.
Yeah.
I think that's a good
so
idea.
We'll do that. We'll have a cut off for that. Where was that? Frederick says to Michael Haskell, might be a good idea for a separate 11. Why are you doing it the other way? 111th stream, but I like it. Any model on page 100 of any book produced for the game, says Josh Crosby.
I like that.
I'm not going to judge on that though.
You're not gonna what?
Larry says, I like the idea because of how much work it would be for them. All entries would require a photo of the page as well, says Josh. Any model that features in the 100th minute of any version of any Middle-earth movie.
Steve?
Yeah.
Page 100.
Yeah.
2 profiles.
Yeah.
Go on. Go on, do it. Go on.
Page 100. I can't think where you'll be.
Come on.
All right, give me a clue. Good or evil?
Yes.
Page 100.
Page 100.
I'm going to go Galadriel.
No.
Who is it?
You can have another guess if you want. You can have two. I did say two.
Am I on the right?
I'll tell you what I'll tell you. Galadriel is on page 83.
Page what?
83. So you're not a million miles away. Pretty good guess.
Pastels.
Pastels.
Elves before or after dwarves?
Yes.
Witch King.
Which king?
The Witch King.
Oh, the Witch King. No.
No, go on, tell me.
Dwarf King and Dwarf Captain.
I was going to go dwarves, but I was convinced they were before elves. Damn it. Okay.
One profile.
Smaug.
No.
What page is Smaug?
He's going to be later. I think he's the last one, isn't he? Yeah, Smaug is 128 and 129.
Bayon.
No, it's evil.
It's evil.
Yeah, it's a whole page. It's a big profile.
The Necromancer.
No, big. It's really big.
Big?
Yeah, really big.
What, like Smaug big?
No, not that big.
One page, evil, hobbit. Don't know, mate. I can't think, mate. My brain's frazzled.
It's bigger than a troll.
Bigger than a troll.
But it's probably not
Bigger than a troll?
Bigger than a troll, but not bigger than a troll and a catapult.
Is it a so I can't tell if your hint has helped me or hindered me, because that makes me think it's a troll brute, but you said it's bigger than a troll.
Motherfucker. Jesus Christ. Oh, swing and a miss.
Come on, mate. Come on.
It's not bigger than a troll and a catapult.
Yeah.
It was a catapult troll, Steve.
Oh, you're such a
helpful guy. I know. I try. I really do try.
That was so confusing, mate, the way you described that.
Was it?
So confusing.
Was it? I think it was the most help I could possibly give you.
You set me up for a fall there. You set me up for a fall.
So you can bait a dwarf king, a dwarf captain, and a catapult troll, I think.
Yeah, because well, they can't pay a catapult troll, can they?
It's going to be a bad stream.
Let's have it right. Third-party streams in Middle Earth.
I don't know if the... What about War in Rohan? I think we get a lot of that might get us a profile. No,
I'm sure. Did you not say it's bigger than a troll, but not bigger than a troll catapult?
I said it's not bigger than a troll and a catapult, because it's the same size as a troll and a catapult, because it's a catapult troll. This is quite good. You can get a rallying point, a barricade, and a spiked barricade.
Very cool, very cool.
That'd be good.
I'm still voting for anything.
Is this not convincing you?
No.
If
anything, it's reinforcing.
That's just a legendary legion in Gondor at war. I think it's not.
It's got to be. If it's a page 100, it's got to be a big book with profiles in it. I don't think it can be a source book, can it? It goes too far.
Yeah, Winter Legions on Quest of Ringbearer. Defence of the North is our last hope. No, we're into the Legions. So yeah, that's it. I'm afraid catapult troll, barricade, spiked barricade, rallying point, dwarf king, and dwarf captain.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, what a happy 100.
Did some guy get free petrol? Asked Larry.
No, I think some guy nearly got free petrol.
I think someone nearly got half price petrol. Sam Page is. How do you know? How are you, Sam? Yes, it is, says Larry.
Not worth dwelling on.
R Draper 3D CAD says hello. How you doing, R Draper 3D CAD? Dwellin says hello. How you doing, Dwellin? Josh Crosby says hello. Any model, if you can use all the stat numbers to make 100 countdown style, must show working out as part of entry. Jeez, that would be a long stream. Ready to draw swords, says
That would
Dwellin.
be so unfun.
Ian Spiller is in, but under John Spiller on YouTube. That must be because of his celebrity status.
Oh, John Spiller.
And I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, Ian Spiller's birthday has just passed in the last week. So happy birthday, Mr. Ian Spiller. Young man. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Go on.
With a
You
twist.
got to do it for anyone. You got to do it for Ian, haven't you?
Needs to be in a minor, doesn't it?
That's not something you should say online while staring into the camera, man.
That's not cool.
Someone's going to screen grab
that. Sorry about that, Ian. Sorry about him.
Oh.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
That was very Mouth of Sauron.
Yeah. He's a musician as well, so he'll probably appreciate the artistry in it.
Okay. Right, here we go. Wind in the meadow, rain on the mountain. This is Larry. Or maybe the other way around. Rich Clemens says, it made national news. That's when you know it's a slow news day.
That's the bus in Twickenham.
Papa Bless 3673 says, just wanted to say, I've been watching you guys from the GBHR when I was at secondary school. all the way to the point I've joined the wonderful world of work. Keep going strong, guys. And he's put a strong arm.
That's sweet. Who's that?
Cheers, buddy, mate. Cheers.
Who
Thanks
was that?
for making me feel really old. Joel says, anyone else find it ironic that there's 99 episodes of The Planet with
Steve.
infamous... Yeah.
Who was that?
That was Papa Bless 3673.
Yeah, was that... We don't know them or anything.
I don't know. What's your real name, Papa Bless? Do let us know. I don't know, I find it ironic that there's 99 episodes of Palante, says Joe Halsman, with infamous bigot Tom Harrison, yet it's an episode of BSIME with a fat Andy Murray that got banned.
I don't know what you're talking about in any of that.
Terrible. Everyone says, am I the only one that always thinks the top table signed by Steve looks like he's at a train station?
The what? The top table train... it does look a bit like that.
I mean, it looks more like a street sign to me.
It does look quite like a street sign as well, to be fair.
I think that's what the look was going for. And then Larry says, what new devilry is this? Clapping streams of Middle-earth. Sea sounds, says Frederick. Sean Clark, I'm at Foo Fighters gig on stream 100, gutted. I'll have to stick a tuft on a mini whilst at the Etihad. You could ask them to put us up on the big screen on behind.
I reckon I can still do times like these as well. If you want to just come along, I'll play that and then it'll be fine.
Rory Campbell says, I hear the heat beads help with chess.
Chess.
Larry says, is it going to be anything except Boromir with Banner?
What?
100.
I have no idea what that is.
Carl says, you're right, Steve. If not this week, then we'll sort next week. I'm away for the bank holiday weekend. When is the bank holiday weekend? It's not this weekend, it's the weekend after, isn't it?
No, it's next weekend.
Is it next weekend?
Yeah, so like this coming weekend is the bank holiday weekend. Kind of important doubles tournament going on, always on bank holiday weekend.
What in the world? Ooh,
Wow.
You know I'm only joking.
Wow.
The best doubles event on the planet is Seven Stones. You know, we're allowed to joke about it because everybody knows the obvious answer. Rich Clemmer says your BSIME episodes add up to 422 hours.
You've done it.
49 minutes and 47 seconds.
Wow.
Including 84 hours on the GBHL with your patron giveaway. What's FF trailer? What's FF?
Fantasy Fellowship.
Fantasy Fellowship trailer. And better at live streams as well. It adds up to 428 hours, 7 minutes, 36.
So what was the total for 420?
422.
422 hours of battle streams. That's pretty cool, man.
Well, nearly 423. It's 422 hours and 49 minutes.
Steve, I've enjoyed every one of those with you.
Yeah, it's been good, man.
This feels more like an episode 100 kind of stat, but it's
You know,
nice that we're
you know what? Do you know what? Like, not to get all like soppy and melancholy about it, but we're not on this planet long. And 422 hours, 49 minutes, 47 seconds of our lives, we've done this shit. No one can take that away from us, and we can never get that time back.
Wouldn't change it.
It's been belting. Do Blaze in, he says, surely the theme for episode 100 should be a good old BSIME Moria Goblin.
Oh, that'd be that. I quite like that.
I do quite like that, actually.
Classic.
I still remember painting the Moria Goblins.
Okay.
Like it was yesterday. Smoker and barbecue, says Matt Fry. Using briquettes, aren't you? I don't know. Without knowing what you're using, I don't know how to advise on your heat management. The only thing I would say is, and I was very impatient when I first started. So if my barbecue or smoker wasn't getting hot enough, I'd open my vents full, and then I'd overshoot, because what you should do is do it gradual. I'd overshoot, and then I'd try and cool it down, and I'd close them down a little bit. Wouldn't be cooling down quick enough, so I'd close it down more. Wouldn't catch up in time. It's just patience and doing it little bit by little bit.
And then it goes off.
Yeah. Are you all right, mate?
I enjoyed that a lot. There's nothing you can do, can you, after that? You can always make it hotter. You can always make it hotter, but once it's gone off, that's it. You can't get back.
If you give it a little bit of time. You know, make it a cup of tea or something. Larry says, if we're doing that for stream 111, we're going to need to expect it for a long time.
A long expected party. It's a long expected party. You all right?
Come on, I'm doing this to me.
That sounded like something bad had happened.
George is painting Theoden's and Tom Bombadil's saviour Gandalf the White as Dwalin.
Sorry, mate. What was that? George,
This is all over the place tonight. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the heat or what. So Dwalin says George is painting Theoden's and Tom Bombadil's saviour Gandalf the White.
Oh, okay.
Larry Miller says Warrior of Rohan and Rider of Rohan. He's guessing the page. Azog, says Larry. Aaron's in. He says, evening fellas, arise, riders of Theoden.
Well, quite.
Jolsman says School of Dumbledore. Catapult Troll, asked Larry.
Hey, you see?
Is Guess the Big Model a new stream segment? Rufflecopter, says Frederick. Oh, come on, don't do this. Michael Haskell says, how about any model which is more than 100 points and allow options to be included, shields and the like, and encouraging look beyond the number 100 and all that?
Do we want to look beyond the number 100? Do we not want to? Do we want to grasp the number 100 and shake it and celebrate it for all it's worth?
I mean, that's still quite a big bracket, isn't it?
I was going to say, just while he's out there, thank you to Michael, who kindly agreed to give me a model that I need at Seven Stones this weekend. So
that's because he's legend.
He is so good, right?
David Alexander.
I
looked at the name and I had to check my eyes, because they're a bit funny today because the hay fever started a little bit.
David Alexander was a massive fan of the Palantir. I wonder if he's come on here to throw shade at us. Don't you go past 100.
Don't you dare.
How are you?
He says, is this an ominous sign? The thing we have to paint for episode 100 is a model that doesn't exist.
Oh, the catapult trial.
Yeah. Larry Miller, at least we will probably get the catapult troll before episode 100. Winky face.
Oh,
rude. It's the Palantir all over again, says David Alexander. You hear nothing for 199 episodes of David Alexander, and then you just can't stop him throwing shade and having a bit of sass about him. Jolesman says, is this the argument that results in this being the final episode?
Do we have an argument?
Josh Crosby says, I didn't say profile, just if they feature on the page. Also, there are many past books to go through.
I like the profiles we selected, to be honest.
Yeah, I do. Matt says, theme, any model Damien is dressed up as. That's
I mean,
that's varied enough.
That's not
to
many.
work.
It's just the King of the Dead.
But there's a few though.
There's not many, Steve. It's just the King of the Dead and Tree Bit.
I don't know. You could get people sculpting sunshine over a mountain top.
I've done the sun. Yeah, I've done the sun. I've done the Arcastone.
Oh,
And Bilbo. But that's it.
Larry says page 100 for the main rulebook is spells. Stephen Ryan says, well, that minor comment just made me spray my coffee. Johnny says, haha, Steve, a minor killed me. Damien decided after that to play in the dark was even more sinister. Who let the Smashing Pumpkins on the stream, says Sean Clark. Joe Kelly says, that birthday song was far less creepy than usual. Nicely done. Frederick says, Blink 199. Johnny says, followed up with take your pants off. This is getting weirder.
That was the.
Who said take your pants off?
No, it's the Damn It riff on their live album. Just as they go into the seminal hit Damn It, he goes. Take your pants off. It's a banger, mate. It's a banger.
Banger, mate. Destro says, Estonian greetings all. Welcome, brother. John Spiller, a.k.a. Ian Spiller.
Oh, here we go.
Many thanks for birthday messages. There you go.
What did he say?
Say again.
What did he say?
Uh-huh.
What did he say?
Who?
Ian.
He said, many thanks for the birthday messages.
Is that it?
That's it.
Nothing about getting me signed or anything like that.
Yeah. I am shocketh from that rendition, says Papa Bless 3673. Shocketh he is, mate. Shocketh. Larry says, I was suggesting Steve was going to decide Boromir with Banner would be the only model that didn't count the night before.
It's because you didn't let Boromir in the one episode that was only for models with horns and banners.
This is true. This is true. This is true. What was my reasoning for that?
You're an idiot. I don't know.
As I recall, I think my reasoning was solid.
I disagree.
I think it was because I didn't want to take away from Boromir week or something?
Thank you.
I don't know. There was reasoning there. Must have been. Joe says Boromir with Banner was ruled eligible for Banner Week before Steve changed his mind about 4 minutes into the
There you go. It's all going out.
Keep it interesting, mate. That's my motto.
Is it?
Larry says it's definitely in my top 2 theme-focused London-based doubles tournaments. Winky face. Jordan says 422 hours is roughly 2.5 weeks. Dear God.
2.5
2.5
weeks.
2.5 weeks, mate. Josh Rodby says, why are you depressing us with the brevity of life? Rough for a Monday night, says Josh Rodby.
That was Steve, obviously.
We're not, are we?
Well, you said we're only on this life. We're only on this world.
Oh, right.
A short time. This is depressing. I think it's mainly that stuff.
Yeah, I didn't mean it in a thingy way, you know. In days, that's 17 days and 14 hours, 49 minutes, says Rich Clemmer. Joe Kelly says, barbecue stroke smoke talk. Love it. More, please. I'm good. James Wilson says, Battle Stream's drinking game for episode 100. Take a shot every time there's technical issues, every time Steve says he's not painting, every time they don't get something going on in the comment thread. They don't get something that's going on in the comment
You'll
thread.
be smashed.
We would be absolutely shit-faced half an hour in. Joe Kelly says, James Wilson, I'm in. We won't make it an hour. Josh Crosby says, what about any model that is seen on a page that has a photo which contains exactly 100 models? Flipping out, mate.
It's good. I like it.
Some admin there. Bilbo, question mark, says Larry.
Just Bilbo.
Just Bilbo.
Just Bilbo.
Rich Clemmer says, to put it in greater perspective, in that time, on average, you would have only spent 320 hours on the loo. So you spent 33% more time streaming than streaming. Ooh. Michael Curtis says, I'm going to paint the sun.
More time streaming than on the toilet?
Than streaming, yeah.
But more, yeah, but we've done more time streaming than we have been on the toilet.
I suppose that depends person to person, won't it?
Well, we only do, what is it, like 4.5 hours like every fortnight or I mean, on average across the thing, it's probably every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So that's like 2 hours a week. Yeah, that's going to be more in it because you're not on the toilet.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it depends.
You shouldn't be on the toilet for more than like 15 minutes a day, right?
I quite like it in there.
It is nice. They can't hurt you in there, can they?
People leave me alone.
Yeah.
Don't have to answer questions. Don't have to do stuff. You know, it's all right.
It is a nice place.
And the Witch King, winky face, says Larry Miller.
I don't know what that means. I didn't do that.
No. Josman says, so, old Greg, a weird tree, and the baby from Teletubbies, tough choice. New videos is in. How you doing, pal? Says, evening, gents. No painting for me tonight, but I'll be assembling furniture for the spare room in Bernard Hill's name. A board day, a bed day. The flat pack rises.
It's good. I like it.
Doctor says, forgot to tell you guys, I've been watching old streams as I work from home, and I've been taking notes. So much great info to share ahead of episode 100.
Oh, that's cool.
This week.
What was that last sentence?
He'll email this week.
Oh, that's cool. Thanks, Joe. Might have some stats.
Ian says, I'll put you in contact with some industry people, Damien, winky face.
Cheers, dude. I don't want him to think that the birthday message wasn't sincere and I was just doing that for the fame. It's just if I get the fame and the money and the women as a result, then that's a happy accident, you know?
Yeah, that's just part and parcel, isn't
it?
Yeah. It'll be like the Soccer Saturday drinking game, otherwise known as Let's Get Beep, says Joe.
I hope he didn't swear.
Larry Miller says he forgot he dressed as Bilbo at first.
I did dress as Bilbo, that's true.
Josh Crosby says Larry will do the admin for all my ideas. We'll need someone to do it because we ain't doing it. Stephen Ryan says, more time streaming than on the toilet. You don't know my life. Josh Crosby says, I'm not joking when I say I might be close to painting my 100th orc soon. Need to update my account. Might have gone past 100.
That's pretty
Find
good.
out, man. Be interested.
I don't think that's crazy though. Like I think there's people out there with 100 orcs. I
think I've paid more. I think I've paid more than 100 orcs.
He's obviously. I think Josh is specifically there talking about like his Mordor orcs, his converted Mordor orcs. But I wouldn't be far off that if you included Morannons for sure.
Yeah, I've paid a lot of orcs. Middle Earth Gamer says, "Hey guys, currently at work, so can't watch. Hope you've been well. We'll catch up on my day off tomorrow. I hope you have a good day off tomorrow, and I hope work's not too tough on you, mate." Larry Miller says, "Joe, you should make that info into a video and send it in for the 100th episode." Winky face. And Eansville says, "Nah, you've made your true intentions known now, Damien."
No. It's all for you.
I've caught up on the chat, but before we move on to one of our topics, because let me tell you something as well. There was quite a lot of chat to get through, and you were not going to believe it, Damien. Mm-hmm. It's 10 o'clock already. 10 o'clock.
But you've done well there to catch up on all that chat.
This is empty, so I'm going to go and get myself a glass of Coca-Cola. I will be a couple of minutes. Can I leave you in charge of the class?
You can leave me in charge of the class. What should we get to talk about? Shall we? Should we have a kind of any last sort of farewells to Theoden? Any last Theoden content before we start chatting news and such?
Talk about heat beads.
Heat beads. So exclusively heat beads and Theoden content, please. If anyone's got any little tidbits they wanted to share about Theoden, about using him in the game, or profiles or favourite scenes in the movie, can bid him a little farewell. And then we've got quite a lot of exciting stuff to talk about, really. Actually, it's an exciting time. Nice to get a bit of work on the trebuchet. Has anyone ever painted a trebuchet? Harry Parkill's out there. He's painted 3. How'd you find that? Let's get this done. It's only for my BSIME army, so I'm not getting too worried about it. But I think it's a kind of cool piece. Not sure if I've got any Gondor-based gaming plans in the future to try it out, but I'm gonna give it a go. I think that's all the little metal highlights done on it. They're pretty cool. Yeah, I did go digging. Someone mentioned doing a deep dive, and I was going to think about it, and I went back and actually did a deep dive into an old stream and found that I've done it in the past. So I've got the book, so I had quite a good look through the Trees of Isengard in that, and found that the entire Tolkien writes the chapter The King of Golden Hall very, very quickly, and it all kind of comes together quite easily. He's got a daughter to begin with called I can't remember. Did she get a name? I can't remember if she gets a name. But she's got a daughter as well, and Eowyn is his daughter at one point. That was quite good fun. But yeah, if you want to go and explore those things, then go and check out Stream 35. Joe says, Larry, I could record all that into my phone while standing next to my smoker. What if that? Yeah, that'd be great. And Rory Campbell says he flew through the chat for old time's sake. He did indeed. So no one's got anything to say about Theoden, it seems. He's had his moment. So to you, Ben. Oh, Harry's in. He actually really enjoyed painting triple shade. Individually highlighted the wood grain. It's madness. Yeah, I mean, maybe you cared about yours. Mine are very much B-side, but that's dry brush all day long. Let alone for 3. Wow. Yeah. Well, good luck to you. What was your reasoning that one will miss, one will hit, and one will do all right, or something? It's quite sensible logic. Michael Curtis says Theoden was a character I only appreciated after I hit my 40s. Bernard Hill did a tremendous job bringing him to life on screen. He really did. He really, truly did. It's a very, very important part of Lord of the Rings. There's a lovely bit at the Comic Con. What was it? Liverpool, wasn't it? Where he was meant to be on the stage, and the four hobbits after their little Q&A, they just spent about 2 minutes just chatting about him a bit. It was really very sweet, saying how much they liked him, and seemed to be getting on with him. And I think Billy Boyd says that something like he brought Tolkien's words off the page better than anyone else, or something like that. Larry Miller says Theoden was my favourite. Even this is, you don't mean this, do you? This is just another slur from Miller. Theoden was my favourite character after I grew out of my Legolas phase I had as a kid. I see you, Larry, even. I see you. I know what you're doing. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work.
Right.
Steve Crow, back at his house.
Oh, I've just walked into drama in the house.
Oh no. What's going on?
Yeah, so Lily, the girls just got back from Girl Guide. You're not supposed to call it Girl Guides now, but the girls got back from Guides. Lily's left her phone at Guides. Dad, you'll have to go and get it. You'll have to go and get it.
On a stream night, I will not.
I was like, no, Guides, there's nobody there, Lily. There's nobody there. It's gone. This is the last thing. There's nothing on. Get it tomorrow. The thought of not having a phone for a day is just, yeah.
I'm thinking about it.
Tears, mate, tears.
Unbelievable things.
Yeah. So anyway, got me Coke.
Glad to hear it. It was just having a chat, catching up with people.
Yeah.
It's all been very nice. Saying our little farewells to Theoden.
Oh. It's very, very sad. Very sad. Yeah. It's hard to think what to say in it. When it's an actor or someone famous like that from something that you hold dear, like whether it's like a musician, an actor, or you sort of get this feeling of sports people as well. I think, like when Sir Bobby passed, because they're so prevalent in your life and they've been there on a big chunk of your life. It is almost like it's someone you know.
Yeah, I was surprised how much it actually bothered me. There's always I didn't cry or anything. It takes quite a lot for me with with celebrities. Harold Ramis got me because I liked Ghostbusters when I was a kid. Alan Rickman got me, but it was up there. I was kind of like, wow, that's actually kind of gutter punched me and sucker punched me even, and I am genuinely quite sad about that. But it's not a huge surprise, is it? I think about how much we've watched these films for the last sort of 25 years and stuff.
Mm.
But,
yeah, it's tough. Let's lighten the mood a little bit. Let's move on to some positives that we've had in the last week or so.
Where do you start?
Where do you want to go first?
I don't know. I mean,
should we go? Let's go because I'll get it up now because I've been that busy. Other than like sort of seeing it on Warhammer Community, I've not even looked at the.
You want to do workshop? Yeah, you want to do workshop releases?
Yeah, let's do that. What's his name? Agadir.
In the immortal words of Tim Garlic. Agadir. It's like pineapple. Love it.
That's great.
So, workshop. Start putting your comments below about what you think about the workshop announcements and releases, and they are thrice. So we have new Arnor Captain revealed, plus bonus teaser. We also have the made to order, which appeared, which we've been waiting for since January. So the made to order. So let us know if anyone's ordered anything. And we also now, as of yesterday, have the Quest for Mount Doom game going up for pre-order on Saturday. So Scott Newman, who won that game back in January, will get his copy from us. So yeah, anything to do with workshops releases, stick in the comments and let us know. Steve, did you order it? I feel I know the answer. Did you order any of the made to order stuff?
No.
Got it all?
Didn't need it, mate.
You got the Rohan Captain?
Yes, got it, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. What about you?
I got the captain. I didn't have the captain, so I bought the captain set with the banner. I've already got that banner. And then we also, myself and Tom
I have mixed
Harrison.
feelings about that captain sculpt
Go on.
because there was a period of time. Remember when it used to go for like £1 billion because it was so rare because it only came in that Rohan army box.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I picked it up. I think I picked it off eBay on a trade or something ages ago because I didn't buy that box. And everyone was just really, really wanted it because it was so rare. But in actual fact, I don't rate it as a sculpt that much.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I think there's better Rohan sculpts out there. I like the Rohan Captain footer mounted bliss that you could get. That's
the best one's the Captain holding the orc, isn't it? Surely, that's a great model.
No, I like the one with the sword. You get the footer mounted. I like that one.
I don't disagree.
I like the one with the orc. I think it's cool, but I think out of all the Rohan Captains, that one with the axe held aloft is probably, and it's not that I dislike it, but it's my least favourite.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I don't think it's amazing, but it's one of those models that's like, it has never been available on general release, and I think I've got every Rohan model. Do you know what I mean? So when it was always one of those things that I want it, but I don't want it enough to kind of pay over the odds for it. So when it came up, I was like, yeah, I'll pick it up. And also, myself and Mr. Tom Harrison bought some extra bits to potentially go in a raffle on the off chance that they arrived in time. And Stephen Crow, they were dispatched today. Oof. So maybe.
Yeah, maybe they felt bad.
Talking of dispatch times and made to order, one of my fun new things, and I did wade in. It was only the GBHL, so it wasn't the Wild West. But there was a thread about the Army of the Dead, and I know some people out there are waiting for their Army of the Dead, and we've got your backs. We're holding on to our Army of the Dead stream until everyone's got them, and I like the fact that I won't use any names. I never use names on these things because I don't think it's fair. But there's someone out there who said, "Is anyone else still waiting for their Army of the Dead?" They said yes, and they said, "But it hasn't been 180 working days." They go, "You should complain."
I've seen this.
You should complain, and I went anyway. You shouldn't complain because it's not been 180 days. And someone's literally gone, they said it was going to be 180 days, and it's only been 140 days. You should complain. It's like, no, you can't. And you just can't. And it's like that is rubbish. It's not rubbish if they tell you. It's rubbish if they don't tell you. Mm-hmm. I get that, but that one just really tickled me. Oh, should I buy this? How long will it take? Up to 180 days. Yeah, buy. 180 days, I riot. I don't know what you can do. But,
not much, mate. Not much.
This is it. You can rage about it on the internet. But yeah, it was good.
But yes, you got the made to order, which is pretty cool. Defenders of Rohan set again. Is this the second time it's been on made to order?
Yeah, it's definitely been on before. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
a great set.
Yeah, it's a great set, and I still think that's one of, even though it's been available twice now, it's still a kind of aspirational set that a lot of people don't have. I think so. That's great.
It's a great set. I mean, it's a great set anyway, but it's a great set if you're sort of into the modelling side of the hobby and you're doing like dioramas and things. Like the poses are really cool. They're not like action poses, really. They're kind of like how can I put it?
Yeah, they're sort of narrative,
like scenic poses. Yeah, they're like really cool. I really like the Aragon. The only thing about that set, the only downside is I think the scale is slightly off. They're slightly smaller than everything else.
I've painted most of them. I love them. I love them doing it. Most of them have been painted up for the magazine over the course of years. I think I've done everyone except maybe Gambling with the Banner. I think all the others are painted. I love them. They're great models. Yeah, the Theoden model is brilliant. One of my favourite leggies, one of my favourite Gimlis. Really, really, really good sculpts. Yeah. Happy for people to go. And I thought they were pretty cheap. That last time that was on, I think that set used to be like 48 quid. I think it's now 52. And you get, I think it was it. There's one that's like 47 and one I didn't buy them, so I didn't know. But and one that's 52 or something. But it's depending if you get 7 models. So they're about sort of 7 quid each. for the infantry models, which I think for named heroes on foot in metal is pretty good.
Yeah, it's decent.
I thought the mounted ones were a bit much. Like, if I'm honest, like Knight of the Pelennor, £20, and Warg Attack Theoden, £20. I thought that was a little cheeky.
Yeah.
But don't have to buy them, do you?
You don't have to buy them. You don't have to get them. That's the thing.
But yeah, so made to order. That's cool. And we're catching up because in January they said they actually said we'll do a board game first, then we'll do a made to order, then you'll get a new supplement. And then about a month ago, everyone's like, we haven't got any of this stuff. And I think on the last stream, I think I said something like, I think we might be about to enter some like a very Middle Earth summer or something. And it does seem like the floodgates have opened, right? Yep.
I vaguely remember that, yeah.
So like we got the scenery bundle, we got the made to order, and the game. So the board game, the Question Mount Doom board game, is going on pre-order on Saturday.
Yeah.
If it's anything like Barlin's Tomb, I imagine it will be extremely limited. So if you are interested, get it. I think.
Is it on your radar to pick up?
I think so. We've got to pick it up once because we owe Scott Newman one.
Yeah.
I played it at Nova. It was really good. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
So
I'll probably get it. I'll probably get it. I don't really want it, but
yeah, I know.
Get it just for completionist.
I'll get it and I'll put it in the cupboard and then never play it.
Yeah.
Which seems silly if I'm honest, but
yeah.
It is, but if you play board games and you're at the point in your life where you play a lot of board games, then I'd recommend it because it was really good fun.
Yeah, the Miles and Mori one I thought was quite fun when I played it. I didn't play it for a long period of time. It's not got longevity for me. It came out. I played it quite a lot with Matt Woods.
You did bat reps, didn't you?
I did a top table bat rep of it and got told off by GW because I didn't read my T's and C's.
Oh, did you really?
I released it a day early or something like that. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I got my wrists slapped. No, they were very good about it. I was like, I genuinely like, sorry, I just got my dates mixed up when I scheduled it, and they were like, yeah, just don't let it happen again.
Yeah, because otherwise everyone gets their dates mixed up, don't they? That's the whole point. That's the entire point.
But yeah, it was a cool little game. It's fun to play.
I got my dates mixed up, and everyone watched my channel instead of all the other channels. Oh, so sorry.
Let's be honest. It wasn't like it was a major release, and every channel on the internet was releasing a battle report for the Miles and Mori board game. I think we were doing it.
I did the exact same. I got it for Christmas, and I played it at Christmas. It's gone in the cupboard. Never touched it. Yeah, perfectly enjoyable. Yeah. I haven't remotely got the time for it in my life.
I reckon. How much was that? Can you remember?
£40. It was cheaper than the models.
It's £40, right?
I don't know.
This is how I look at it. It's £40.
£40.
You get all those models with it. So you get like a Fellowship and Mori Goblins and a Cave Troll. I reckon it's even take that out of that factor out of it. The hours played and the fun I had, like me and Matt was playing with it, it was probably worth £40.
Yeah, sure.
Just sit down for a few hours with your pal and play. So
that was another one that I remember people go like, it's a rip-off. You go, but it's cheaper than it's just worth it for the models. You go, yeah, well, those models are a rip-off. all right. You can't win. You can't win. Yeah. But this one's worse than that because this one you only get the Fellowship. But maybe it'll be a bit cheaper. I don't know. I'd expect it to be about £40 because board games are pretty expensive these days.
Yeah, I think 40, £45. And then obviously we'd already spoke about the Arnor Cav in the last stream. I think they'd been announced. Yeah. We got Argadir, which I'm looking at right now, and I really like the model. I like it. I even like the weird oversized feather on his helmet. I like it. I think it's cool.
Who does the one on foot look like? What's that? It reminds me of someone. The knee up pose. I can't think who he is. I think he's cool. I think he's been very well received, right?
I've really been out of touch the last few weeks with the socials, but I know I like it. I know I'll get it. I don't know whether I'll paint it in the next 2 years, but I'll get it because it's a nice model.
So he's also he's Arvidue, so he's third age. He's well, no, sorry, not just Third Age, but he's like War of the Ring era. No, he's not War of the Ring era. He's Arvedoui's era of Arnor. Is what I mean. He's the existing era of Arnor. So you're seeing
I know what you mean,
the expansion of that timeline as opposed to so far seeing any other areas.
He looks cool. He looks cool. The teasers that they've given us, he sounds like he's going to be a decent hero.
7, Fight 5, 2 attacks, Master of Battle 5+, an expert rider.
Yeah.
It's good.
I think it's cool.
It's a good profile.
It's cool. Really cool.
Master of Battle on a Cav captain. I think at Iron Hills generals out there will know how useful that can be.
Yeah. And then it's saying both Argadate and Knights of Arnor will be available later in the year. But they aren't the only things on the horizon of Middle-earth strategy about game. Take a look at this month's teaser. And it looks like a dishevelled banner of Arnor. There was lots of things on the Facebook group on Great British Hobbit League, people saying what it could be. People were saying that they actually think it's a curveball and it could be something evil. I think, because if you look up in the article, it says that Argadate is a veteran of many battles. I think we could get Arnorian veterans or something like that.
Oh, what, another warrior type?
It could be an elite, yeah.
I think that's... Well, okay, well, it's good. I think that's something evil.
You think it's evil?
Yeah. Do you want to bet a twin pack like we used to?
No.
Right.
What do you think it is? You can't just say you think it's something evil.
Well, I don't know. I think it's something new evil. I don't know what it is because it's new. So like it
Why
would
would
be.
it?
Well,
That's the Arnorian sign in it. Yeah, with the little diamond in it.
maybe it's a fallen Arnold dude.
I don't know why. I don't know why they do that. Why would they do that? Why would they make it?
I think it looks too tatty to be a veteran. And I think that looks like some sort of spooky Angmar thing.
Well, do you see? Here's what threw me. It could be a cloak. Might not be a banner.
Tatty cloak.
But are you looking at it now?
Yeah.
Right. You see, if you see top left,
It's a circle.
Is that possibly the top left? See, if you follow the line of the cloak, and then you've got another thing that looks like the cloak's covering something. Is that the edge of a hand?
I think that's a spooky looking hand.
A hand.
Yeah, that's the
same colour as the cloak. That's the only thing that threw me.
I don't think I've decided that's a pale white hand.
I'm going to stick with veteran.
I'm going to stick with spooky Angmar thing.
But it says what or who could this be?
That's not a clue. That just includes everything.
Yeah.
It could be Arnorian veteran. It could be the sun.
I just always think they give you little clues.
Trust. You just have to trust us.
Oh, do you know what, mate? Do you know what? You're saying that's like a pale hand and that's like a dark cloak.
Yeah.
If you look at the hint for Argadate, that's in like black and white. That makes the banner look grey, but it's actually green. Top of the article. So they've took the colour out of it.
Oh, I see. Right, yeah, okay. So we're trying to work out what colour it is now, are we? Based on what?
I don't think it's grey.
You don't think what's grey?
That hint.
Well, the bottom?
Yeah.
No, I don't think it's grey, Steve. I think it's a black and white image. Right.
Yeah. I know. That's what I'm saying. I don't think that's going to be evil. I'm going to put myself out there and say, nah.
It could be an evil thing that's not grey, though. Or it could be grey.
Not having it, mate. Not having it.
No, I'm not standing. No. I am not standing for this.
No way.
Not on episode 99.
Mm-hmm.
No way. But let us know. It's good. It's good discussion. What is it?
Yeah.
I think Mr. Parkshield did a live stream on the night, didn't he? What did you guys decide? What?
He did. I didn't. Did you watch it?
No, I can't. I couldn't do it. It popped up. I think it was an impromptu thing based on the releases. It must have been Thursday night.
Yeah.
I can't.
I was working. It's one of the nights I was working. Yeah.
Can't be doing impromptu streams like that. I've got to plan those things in months in advance.
It's hard enough. It's hard enough planning these ones.
It's true. Yeah. It's cool though. But
yeah, so
like
that's.
we're getting,
I think it's cool. I think it's cool.
Scenery, made to order, board game, Arnor Knights, Arnor Heroes, something else. It's getting quite good, isn't it?
To make that there's going. I mean, obviously, we know what direction it's going now. We know where the source part's going to go, but it's quite nice now that because it's been a while since there's been a new flavour of the month army. Something's come out and everyone goes crazy about it, and it's nice. You don't really see Arnor armies anyway because they're a bit naff in the game.
That's not true.
Well, they're not naff, but you don't see a lot of them, do you?
I think you don't see too many of them because of the models, but Jake won Ardacon with them. They're very, very good now in this edition.
Yeah. Was it pure?
Yeah. The Arnold builder, particularly around I think it's up to about 500 or 600, quite low points, is really, really good.
Yeah. You just don't see a lot of it, do you?
Might be better now.
I think you
will.
What else? What's he got? Havadui, you've got Malbeth. What other heroes you got?
It's Warriors.
Currently.
It's just captains.
But
it's really, decent fight, decent defence. It's really solid. Quite kind of.
And what's the special rule? Is it a courage bomb?
Don't know.
Army rule. I've got a feeling it's courage in it.
Oh, they're on page 100. Friendly Arnor models automatically pass courage tests whilst within 6 inches of Havadui. The last king of Arnor.
Automatically pass courage tests 6 inches.
You can get rangers in the list as well.
Yeah.
And now your cavalry, you'll want a couple of cavalry for objective grabbing and that sort of stuff.
Yeah, you need cav. And now you've got another named hero.
Who probably won't get March. Because he's named, they often don't. But that master of battle, even if you'll take him as horse because why wouldn't you take him as horse? But even if you're not having him lead the cav, even if you're just having him in your line, it's good. Arnor getting better. It's good.
All right, cool.
But the thing is, as good as that is, the problem for me is that it's probably going to have an Arnor supplement, and that's probably going to have an overpowered Angmar Legendary Legion. So I'm going to have to stop going to tournaments. So
that's the obvious answer.
It's disappointing for me.
Yeah.
I don't go to tournaments anyway.
I think because if any of the other source book releases or anything to go by, that's not going to be they're not going to be the only two. No, well, we know the third. We know there's a third release.
I think
I think that's Arnor. I don't think that's evil. I think that's Arnor.
I know you do. You've said it quite a lot.
I think that's Arnor. I don't think it's not evil. Though.
I think it's evil. I don't think it's Arnor.
No, mate.
I can repeat myself as well.
It's clear.
We should bet a twin pack on it.
Huh?
We should bet a twin pack on it. Just like we used to. You won a twin pack off me and I never sent it to you, and then I won a twin pack off you and you never sent it to me. We're even.
So what we're going to do now is we're going to bet a twin pack now.
And then one of us will
and whoever wins it, we're just going to wait till we bet another twin pack.
We called it even. I don't think we've ever revealed that to the viewers. We've had 2 competitions and one of us has won each of them and neither of us ever sent the other one the twin pack. But we were fine with it.
Yeah, it's cool, man. Cool. Yeah.
But it's cool. It's good. This is what I mean. I think this is now. I wish they were coming out a bit more like Defence of the North. So I wish the Arnor Knights were out now. And then when you got the next teaser, Argadir came out, rather than this kind of all this stuff's coming. I'd rather actually releasing a thing. But you're now. I think this is a respectable kind of release schedule for Middle Earth. Almost something a month. And yeah, I know they're not coming out, but the idea that you're getting something a month is what that was like the golden era trophy. It was something coming out for Middle Earth every month, whether it be that a re-release or a new thing. So yeah, I mean, and I'm delighted because I have no interest in it whatsoever. I won't buy it. I don't need Arnor. But
I'll get it because I've got my Arnor army now. Well, I'll say I've got it now. I've always had it, but I've got it back.
I'm glad that you want to buy it still, because I think given your, I don't know, like lifestyle changes, I guess, or time changes, the fact that it's still inspiring you to go and buy the models, I think is really good.
Yeah, definitely. I'll pick them up, 100%. Yeah, so do let us know what you guys think. We do have another topic to get to, but rather than jump straight into it, I think jump in the chat.
Yeah, I think find out what they think about the toys in the chat.
Yeah, try and find where we were. Where did you get up to when I went for a? Oh, I've gone way too far about that. Oh, there we are. Did you do any comments when I went to?
Yeah, but there weren't many. It was Larry. We have to head.
And Moot saying I actually really enjoyed painting my 3 trebuchets.
We've done that. Yeah, we passed that. Sean Clark, Growing Up with the Movies. I think it's that one. Yeah, I'd read Michael Curtis's, so it's Sean Clark.
Sean Clark says, Growing Up with the Movies, it's easy to be drawn to the other characters, but as I've got older, I've found Theoden to be much more relatable. Bernard played it excellently. He'll be missed deeply. Very true. Oh, you've already read that one. Theoden was my favourite character after I grew up with Legolas. My Legolas phase as I had as a kid. Logic equals 3 shots at 50% hit rate. You should get at least 1 a turn, and that's enough to scare anyone. Says
that's Harry using 3 trebuchets.
Yeah. It is true though, says Larry. James Miniature Space says, only just finished business calls. I can't stay long, but wanted to pop in and give respect to Bernard Hill. Appreciate him more and more as I get older. We have to head off. Night, says Fly Mammal. Night, Ruth and Sean. Hope you had a good evening. Larry Miller says, maybe she's sad she can't watch the stream without a phone. Who's that?
Maybe she's...
Oh, my daughter.
Steve, 99 episodes. I think that's the first one you've got.
Yeah. Johnny says, Steve went full partridge then. Surprised he didn't ask if anyone had a spare battery for an Ericsson.
When did you go full partridge?
God knows. You know Johnny's probably still Cloud9, isn't he?
And he should be.
Basketball UK says, met Bernard Hill, was very passionate and such a lovely person. Was in Liverpool when they announced he had passed. Was meant to see him that day again. A very sad day. He will be missed. James Miniature Space says, I agree. It bothered me a lot more than I thought. Obviously, we lost Sir Christopher Lee, but something about Bernard Hill really hit home.
Yeah, I agree.
So Osmond, right, I'd best be off. I have the twin joys of an early start and a sports day tomorrow. We'll catch up later in the week. Good night, everyone. Take care, mate. Masterball UK, made to order shipped today, right on it.
Yep.
James Wilson ordered the Knight of the Pelennor AMA and the Commander set already been posted. Frederick says, might order the command set, but nothing else. Weirdly, probably like the Arnor carved more than the hero. He's got too much hero bling, and it's a bit too chunky. I like him. I like him a lot.
He's wearing a big fur coat, isn't it? That's a lot of the chunk, isn't it?
Yeah, he's got like fur. A lot of fur going on. Big to the AMA captain and Bruce Balance, says Michael Curtis.
I've never heard fur sound so like dirty. Yeah, he's got a lot of fur going
on. Oh, it's furry. I made videos, and I mentioned in my live stream the other day, I'm very excited for more new heroes for Arnor, and hopefully it'll breathe some life into the competitive scene. I got the captain and AMA.
Cool.
An AMA, is that 1 of 2 or half? What you're saying there? I'm not sure.
If it says 1 or 2, he's going to have another comment, I reckon, that you're going to need to go and find.
Right. Oh yeah. Larry says because Larry interrupted him. You see, he put it in.
I like how you said let Larry interrupt him rather than reading the second part of his comment.
Do it as the governor. He does have one thing the cavalry doesn't have, though, Frederick, a great big bushy beard. And then Harry continues, 2 of 2. Knight of Pelennor is a long desire I've wanted for ages. Ooh, misses. And the captain is just for completion. I actually don't like it that much.
Yeah.
3 of 3. I agree with Steve. It seems, it's not the best sculpt. I get why you want it. That's why I got it. I think just because I didn't have it. Josh Crosby says, doubly on topic. I got 2 of the Rohan captains to turn 1 into an Arnold captain.
Of course you did.
Really?
Classic Crosby.
James Winter Space. I already have the captain, but don't have the banner. Thought I'd pick up the defenders of Rohan for the Theoden sculpt. Tiberius says, didn't buy anything made to order. Really only need a foot armor for fantasy fellowship scenarios, but couldn't justify the expense of the rest of the defenders.
Isn't that foot armor available with armor?
I'm not sure.
That rare.
I would argue, Tiberius, that you could pick that set up on the made to order, sit on it for a month or 2, take your hammer out, and sell the others and make your money back.
Yeah, of course you could. I would. I mean, I could be wrong here, but I'm sure because it's the good Harmer. It's the one where he's got his hand out. He's in Defenders Rohan, and I thought when Harmer got repackaged, it was that one.
I don't know.
Let's have a look. Harmer.
While you're looking, James also says, I think we've had a lot of different Rohan made to orders, so most people will have most pieces at this point.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, so it is him.
Yeah.
So you can currently buy the Harmer and the Gamling from that set with mounted Gamling. But that's 35 quid. Get the Defenders of Rohan, man.
Yeah. Josh Crosby says, anyone reckon there will be any other mounted down or heroes? Will the captain get one in his profile? Will the captain get one in his profile? One what? Open to buy more than 12 of the cavalry if a fully mounted army is viable.
Oh, is he saying I think he's saying, will the Arnor captain be allowed to ride a horse? Will the captain get one of his profile? I think he's saying, so he's hoping to buy more than 12 cavalry, but you'd need another mounted hero to lead him. I don't think they will, no. I don't think they'll FAQ that or errata that to let the captain ride.
I don't think they've ever done anything like that before, have they?
No.
Why would they?
Let's give you the option.
Because they're releasing a mounted hero. He's obviously there to lead.
I'd be very surprised if they now released a generic mounted Arnold captain.
Yeah. Larry says, should be able to get the foot hammer quite easily as he's less popular than the rest of the models in there. Joshua, only if they make a new model, they wouldn't give a captain a horse without making one, as they don't do that now. James says, my guess with Arnor is that Anarium will have to make an appearance and he will probably be foot mounted. Desperately hope we get new elves. Oh, my eyes are getting so itchy.
Was that Aeona?
I do apologise. Huh?
Was that Aeona? Anarian? Oh, right.
George Galloway, sorry I'm late, guys. Finally getting back to a stream live. Welcome, mate.
Should be sorry. And also welcome.
I painted one shield out of mine and never played it, says Laurie. Is that the Manta Moria?
It must be one of the box games, wasn't it?
But they're shiny and gold, says Laurie.
One shield is good. That's not a great effort, Larry.
Frederick says, elf helm pose on foot. That was you saying what does that remind you of?
Yes, that's exactly what it is. It is elf helm. Yeah.
Josh Crosby, you're probably right, Larry. Dunland has a case in point. That's talking about not doing the thing with the captains there. Team at Tiberius to Larry, hoping to find a decent price second-hand market hasn't been kind. Yeah, Elfhelm says Rich. Carl says, I'm not usually one to jump on a returning on new army bandwagon, but I am really interested in Arnor. I think the teaser might be a Barrow White King.
Barrow White King, that'd be cool.
Take the bet, says Josh. Fornos vets, or maybe first generation rangers like vets wrapped into tattered cloaks, banners, etc., or maybe undead Angmar unit. James says, I reckon a remodel shade or something with a dead Arnorian or banner on the base.
Oh, that's a hell of a shout.
It just doesn't look like it's lay on the floor though, does it?
Maybe it's been held up by a ghoulie thing. Maybe it's both. Maybe it's an evil thing killing an Arnorian veteran.
Yeah. Larry said it said the exact same wording last month. I think the new plastic Gilgalad they confirmed was coming last year. Frederick says Arnor vets would be cool. Joe Kelly says, who was the Gondor stroke Arnor king that went to chase the Witch King but Glorfindel stopped him?
Arnor. Who I do we chatted about this in the last one. I do think we'll see him, I think.
Yeah. Sean Williams, I think it's an Arnor veteran or elite trooper sometime. Same. Great conversion opportunity, says Frederick. David Alexander says, reckon Steve's onto something. Great company origin story. Miniatures confirmed. They do come from Arnor after all. Larry says, I think it's an Arnor model or an Angmar model. Of course, good. Jason Richard says, is that, how do you pronounce that? Is it Arandor?
Arandor?
Yeah. Arandor. Arandor.
I'm trying to find what you're reading.
It's underwear. Larry says, I think it's an Arnor model or an Angmar model.
I don't know where this is.
It's Earendur.
EAR.
But it's the A with the two dots.
UNDR.
Earendur.
That's not the one I'm thinking of. He's I think that's another lord. That's another king, possibly. I don't know the name, but Arnor is the last one, isn't it? I think. No, Arvidui must be the last one. Arnor's the one who goes off to fight the Witch King. I'm doubting myself entirely, but I think that's true.
Yeah. Frederick says, RIP non-Angmar tournament players. Gamble, says Josh. I'm on the something evil train, says Stephen Ryan.
They want us to gamble, man. They want us to bet. We should bet.
It's disappointing for me, says Larry, because obviously the whole game was balanced around that faction only having 2 warrior choices and no options, and all this stuff would break the game.
I think that might be satire.
Bit of satire. Joe Kelly says, Steve's lifestyle changes. That sounds like it could be something other than what it actually is.
It's exactly what you think it is.
Yeah. Larry says, I think you'd got to my comment about growing out of Legolas's fandom, Winky Face.
You Larry Miller.
Larry Miller.
I could spend the whole weekend
I
with him
went
this
to a
weekend.
3-game tournament this weekend, and for the first time, I had a winning record.
Oh, congratulations.
Julian's in. How you doing, mate? Says, evening, guys. Finally got a chance to sit down and do some hobby. Good man. Put your feet up like me. Gary George, I have no Arnor at all. But the Cav and Argadir are such lovely models. I am seriously tempted. That's marketing for you, my friend. Larry says, the only thing I want and don't already have is defenders, but I have a big, expensive tower to buy in 2 weeks.
There's a great segue, because that's one of the other things. That is the Lego Barad-dûr, which has been announced. Have you seen that?
It's cool. Yeah, it's very cool.
You're not I don't believe you're a Lego-er, are you?
No, I like, who doesn't like Lego? I like Lego, but yeah, I don't buy Lego. Larry Miller, we've not discussed that yet. Has Damien seen it?
I have seen it, and I think I'll resist. I've got Orthanc, and I love Orthanc, and it's cool, but it's massive and it's expensive, and it's a large black tower with not a lot of iconic stuff on the back, I think. Orthanc.
How much is what's the RRP?
It's 400 quid, I think.
Damn.
But like it's like you get a Sauron minifig, that's cool, but on the back it's just kind of generic evil rooms you've never seen. Whereas Orthanc, which I absolutely adored, has got this throne room, and it's got his Palantir, and it's got his bomb, and it's got the secret attic with the rods of the 5 wizards, and it's got things that look like they're from the film.
Yeah.
And you got Treebeard, you got an Ent in it, and I just think and beyond the fact I haven't got the space, I think it's super cool. It's great, and I'd love to do the it would be cool to have the two towers. It's the film Two
Yeah,
Towers.
yeah.
Before anyone has a go at me, I know it's not the book Two Towers, but in the film, the two towers of Barad-dûr and Orthanc, and having those two somehow displayed together would be amazing. But I think it's a pass for me. Whereas Rivendell was like, I was like, no, I've got to get Rivendell. Rivendell's awesome. But it's cool.
Furry streams in Middle Earth. BSIME, please stop, says Frederick. LOL cat model looks cooler than Knight of the Pelennor, in my opinion. And Sean Moon says, yes, Foot Hammer is in the gambling stroke hammer blister. Frederick says, Night Horse looks like a cartoonish sliding on the ground whilst abruptly stopping. Stopping.
It used to be, way back, he used to be called the Reversing Horse when he was available back in like 2013, 14. Everyone
it's a very weird pose. Maybe the Arnold Legendary will allow the captains to take a horse, says Sean.
Cling to your hope, my friend.
Dwellin says, are they more likely in commas to give the captain a horse?
Oh, what more likely?
To develop a new hero like the Knight of the White Tower. Yeah, I don't think we've seen the last of the new Arnor.
I know you don't.
Heroes. I think we're going to see another troop type as well. Elites. Barry says he lost a shield from the goblins for Goblin Stream, so I cracked open the Barlin's tomb box to get a shield out of it. How could you? That's a red plastic one. Doesn't match the grey plastic one. The rest of them. Aaron says, you guys are talking about the Barlin's tomb gaming. Do you wish they'd done similar for Two Towers and Return of the King? And if so, what would you want them based on?
The what?
You know, like you got the Mines of Moria set.
Oh yeah. Oh, a game or a starter.
Yeah,
set.
so that kind of ties into the first movie.
So a starter set for Two Towers.
Is the point he's making?
A starter set for Two Towers, a starter set for Return of the King.
Yeah, what little sort of mini theme game would you get for Two Towers?
So it's not an SBG starter set. It's like a board game.
Yeah, board game.
I think Warg Attack.
I've got a great idea for Two Towers.
Right, well, I said mine, but then you talked over it to talk about yours. So let's do yours.
What was yours?
I said Warg Attack. I thought
Warg Attack. Cool. Yeah, Warg Attack's a good one. Another one I think
that'd be good for a starter set as well. Like, you know, like right now, new plastic Warg Riders, new plastic mounted Theoden, mounted Aragorn.
Yeah. That's a good shout, actually.
I think that'd be cool.
I was going to say Rohan Cav, Riders of Rohan, chasing down Uruk Scouts to get the Merry and Pippin.
Get the Hobbits.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. That's a good
Hobbits to Isengard.
That's a good start.
Taking Hobbits to Isengard, it could be cool. There you go.
You need a board, don't you? If it's meant to be a board game, it needs to be something more contained. What's in the Two Towers? Like, maybe a Helm's Deep one. Maybe you could have a little a Deep in Wall. How about that?
Deep in Wall.
The
Yeah.
board would be the wall or something. That would be quite fun. And Return of the King.
Return of the King. Something really quirky. Something like. Is the scene? Yeah, that is Return of the King, isn't it? Scene with the Forbidden Pool.
Oh yeah.
That'd be quite cool, wouldn't it? Like a little board. You got to shoot Gollum. And Gollum's bouncing around the Forbidden Pool.
Gollum with one of those fishing rods, that, you know, with the biting fish.
Yeah. Hey, we're laughing. That's next Christmas, mate.
Absolutely, mate. So Rob Alderman's going. Fucking for all these nice girls. That'd be good.
Yeah. What else? What else could you have for Return of the King?
The Wall of Minister. Always the same.
How many cherry tomatoes can you eat?
What about a Shelob one would be good? In the clutches of Shelob, that'd be good fun. Like little. Yeah. I've only ever seen it once. It was in White Dwarf. I don't think it was ever in the best White Dwarf. But do you remember that board that was like the maze of tunnels, and it was a custom scenario in White Dwarf. So someone had all the tunnels were 60 mil wide, so you can move Shelob. But it was like a 2 foot by 2 foot, or maybe bigger, but whatever that is, 4-inch high piece of polystyrene.
With
tunnel, like a maze of tunnels, and Shelob had to run through it. and there were little web markers and stuff that you could block. That was awesome. So
Right.
maybe Shelob against the Hobbits or something. That'd be good fun.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be cool. Where am I up to? Rich Clemmer says, does anyone think anything Bree or Hobbits related, will be included in the new supplement?
Hobbit related?
Mm.
Well, as in...
I think it means Hobbits, it's not Hobbit.
If it's Arnor, they'll do Battle of Fornost, and so you'll get the archers. Or whether I'm not saying there'll be new models, but I imagine they'd be in an army list or something. I don't think.
It's funny you say that, because Mr. Ian Spiller says, "Ooh, Armored Hobbits." Yeah, very much hoping they do Battle of Fornost there too. Josh Crosby says, "Josh is right. Take the bet." Right, it says Arvedui was the last king of Arnor. Eonor was the last king of Gondor before the reign of the Stewards.
There you go. That's what I'm after.
Cal says, I've made room for that sexy Lego Barad-dûr in the hobby cave. Can't wait.
Oh, I enjoy, man.
I've got Rivendell. It's brilliant, says Master Ball. I'd rather spend that money on Rivendell. Barad-dûr looks like something you could just build yourself.
It's kind of how I feel. Yeah.
Carmen says, rumours are if you buy it direct from Lego, you get a free Felbeast kit that has been leaked.
Oh, Cal's having a little cheeky lurk in the comments tonight, isn't
he? Yeah, he's there. James Wilson, loved the Lego Barad-dûr. The problem is that I have nowhere to put it. The bigger problem is that I'm probably not going to stop me buying it.
It's big. I mean, it's the bottom is big. It's like the tower's like this, but then the bottom does this.
Yeah. Lauren Miller says, I never got the Orthanc.
Orthanc's amazing.
If you just buying Barad-dûr, you'll have the space for an airbrush, says Josh Crosby. True.
That's a throwback.
Joe Kelly, I completely forgot I got something since the last stream. Wetter Helm's Deep, the big one. It was sold out when it had some cancellations, so I jumped on it. It's massive.
That's cool.
No idea where to put it. That's cool. Rich Thomas says, Talking Gateway says, Erenador. Am I saying that right? Erenador?
It'll be Arendor, I believe.
Arendor.
It'll be Ar.
It was the last king of Arnor, and Arvedui was the last king of the Arthedain. Either way, Arvedui is 1,500 years more recent than the former. Yep. That's why I'm getting it on release, Cal, says Larry. And Sean Williams says, the tournament I was at last weekend had a table with the Orthanc scale. It was 8 feet tall.
Yeah, it needs to be absolutely massive. If it's done properly, I think it'd be more than 8 feet.
The one that was at Manchester Arndale Games Workshop many moons ago was probably about 7 or 8 foot.
Yeah.
It was huge.
That was the one that went to Ardacon, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. Just Space says Erenador was the official last king of Arbor. Arvedui was. Have I done that one? Have I? I think so. Could do a board game to get Theoden's mind back from Wormtongue, says George Galloway. Good shout. Ian says, Unsaramanting Theoden would be a cool board game.
Unsaramanting.
Michael Curtis, I'd love a Mirkwood themed board game. Bilbot and the Dwarves tried to make it to Bells Lake.
That'd be cool. I'd like that.
That would be good.
Oh, Barrel Escape board game.
Yeah, that Barrel Escape. That would work really well, I think.
With Tariel.
Sean Clark, 2 towers, Eowyn fighting in the Glittering Caves, Return of the King, 3 hunters in Dunharrow.
I thought you were going to say Return of the King, Eowyn making stew.
Snap, George, says Ian. Cal says, I bought Lord of the Rings Ravenburger board game. Definitely recommend it if you like stuff like that. The gaming board is a big book, and each section is a certain chapter you have to play through. Hiding from Ringwraiths and Mines of Moria chapters with a highlight for me. That sounds cool. David Alexander says, Return of the King board game idea. One player controls Denethor attempting to burn Faramir alive. The other controls Pippin and Gandalf trying to prevent him from doing this.
It's a tough sell for kids, that one. Isn't it?
I think it would be a nice, light-hearted board game.
Whoever wins, someone gets burnt alive.
Aaron says, my thoughts were the hunt for Gollum, so Frodo, Sam and Gollum in the Emmy Mule, or escape Grishnak with Merry and Pippin.
Cool.
when you actually stop and think about it, there's quite a lot of little things they could do. Larry Miller, not from Lord of the Rings, but I think some obscure magazine did a mini game about Thrain and Gandalf in the dungeons once.
Yeah, they did. Word on the street is Games Workshop took it and put it in their supplement.
It's really good. Great minds, John, says George. Dwellin says they weren't actually Arnor hobbits. Apparently, they didn't even know the hobbits were there.
Yeah, well, they're not. I mean, they're from the Shire, but no one knows if they actually went. Some people say they went, and some people say they didn't go.
Aaron says, for Return of the King, I've done Paths of the Dead similar to the PS2 game level or something based in Osgiliath. Frederick says, how big was the tower again, Damien? Can you show us again?
Yeah. So it's quite thin at the top. Then once you get down to the bottom, it's quite large at the base.
That's swollen, some would say. Jason says, a board game where Frodo throws the ring into Mount Doom, one dice roll, 40 quid. Right, that's it. Caught up on the chat.
Good work.
I tell you what, it's going really quick tonight.
I know.
A lot of chat. It's nice when there's a lot of chat. I like it. So, we seem to be split. Me and you are split, and it seems the chat is split on whether that's good or evil. So it's going to be really interesting to see.
Are we going to bet? They want us to bet. We should bet.
Is it? I've come off the article now. Did it say more next week or more next?
I think it says next month. Isn't it?
Next month.
I'm actually scared to address the bet issue.
But, right, let's bet. Bet
then. The next double pack.
So what? Am I good? You're evil.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. And then we'll never buy each other anything.
So, we'll just not. Yeah, we'll just say we will and won't do it. The other really exciting thing, which I think this, I was looking forward to it anyway, but it actually blew me away a little bit.
No, I agree. Yeah, completely. I was so excited.
The trailer for Rings of Power Season 2.
Oh, right. Oh, wow.
The trailer.
Oh, wow. Oh, God, that is... Wow. Okay.
The trailer for Rings of Power Season 2 was released, and they did not mess about with that at all. It was a great trailer. Looks really, really cool, really exciting. Feels very much... I think I have a feeling it's either you or someone else I've had a conversation with. And I'm sure we discussed that I felt that Season 2 was going to be more sort of action-packed. Season 1 was a bit of a slow burner. Yeah. Sort of telling the story to people who weren't as well-versed as us fans of Middle-earth are. So they had to sort of, they've got to make it appealing to everyone. Yeah. So a lot of it was the backstory and sort of warming people into it. And I think Season 2 is just going to hit us with a bang. But going off the trailer alone, it just looks class.
I think they're doing the story that people wanted to see in Season 1. And I think seeing the idea that they're clearly going to show Sauron as Anatar, as an elf in his fair form amongst the elves, and they're not keeping that as a mystery box. They're saying that it's almost like when you saw Gandalf the White in the Two Towers trailer. Look, Gandalf the White comes back. Surprise, but it's in the trailer. I think they're doing that. Like, the storyline for this season is going to be Sauron at work with the elves, which is awesome. I think it's really, really good. And Charlie Vickers looks completely different. I watched it with a friend who I was like, the first time I watched it, I was like, is it him, or is that like CG, or is it makeup? But it's him in a blonde wig.
Yeah.
And he does look really different. It's really good, I think. Mm. And seeing that kind of stuff, I think, is really, really cool. I think. Yeah.
It just every bit of the trailer was just like, it looks cool. I can't wait. When is it? Is it end of July? Is it?
No, I want to say August 29th. I think.
August.
Yeah.
End of August.
And also,
so not long to go.
The other thing is, as far, and we'll probably talk about this more when we were doing the streams in the last series. It was 2 years ago. You really got 2 years ago, but we had our kind of like spoiler thing for like, I think we'd talk about 2 episodes before the stream, so everyone always had like 2 weeks to watch it. But my thing on this is that this is a sort of stream of consciousness. But everyone, I won't say everyone, right? Let's say that there's a lot of people out there who guessed Halbrand was Sauron, right? Because Sauron was one of 3 characters, maybe really only one of 2. He was going to be Halbrand, or he was going to be the Stranger, or he was possibly going to be that little acolyte woman. One of those 3 was going to be Sauron. And then what seems to happen? All the people that hate it already went, "Oh, it was obviously Halbrand." I was like, well, yeah, I mean, it was obviously Halbrand or one of the others. And now you've had it confirmed. You're going, well, it was obviously that one. It was like, and if it had been the other one, you'd be saying, well, it was obviously that one all the time, right? But there was a lot of thing about how he then pops in, goes to Celebrimbor, goes, "Oh, have you considered an alloy?" Made the rings. It's like, oh, that's it. That's all they're doing. But if you want to do that as a mystery, it works brilliantly in the book. Sauron was amongst the elves for hundreds of years, like nefariously helping them and spreading his insidious influence amongst the elves. Just try and film that as a mystery. Like, just try and picture it. That, like, you don't know who Sauron is, right? And yet you've got Celebrimbor making rings, and then there's a guy next to him, a nondescript elf, who goes, "I think you should do it like this." And like, just try and conceive of how you could ever possibly do that storyline and keep it a surprise. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's just, and everyone going, "Why didn't they do it like that?" Because you can't do it on film. You can't do that. It would have to be.
And anyone who does know the story knows the story, so he's waiting for.
Yeah, exactly, particularly with the internet. As soon as anyone is in that room helping Celebrimbor, Sauron, and then whichever one it is, told you. Yeah. And so I think what they're doing, and I think this is quite clever, is they're now going to do that storyline where we know who it is, but the characters don't.
Yeah.
And I think that's actually quite a good way of doing it on TV. That you'll be able to go back and you'll be able to watch that and see him doing his thing. And there's the line. They obviously find out there's a line from someone, I don't think it's Galadriel, who says, "He's Sauron. He's been amongst us all along." Yeah. So I think you will actually get this kind of slow burn thing where he's with the elves for several episodes throughout the season, helping forge the dwarf rings and the rings for men, and then he gets revealed to be Sauron. I think that's cool.
But I think you're right. I think making it not the sort of obvious secret, and they're assuming the audience is intelligent enough to have known anyway, so they're not going down that route. But the way that they're going to be able to do it is by showing you how he was with the elves, but also it's going to be how Mordor came to be, because that's what we've seen at the end of season 1, and we got some shots of it in the trailer, which looks very, very cool.
Yeah, I'd be curious to see if it's.
We're assuming it's Barad-dûr, aren't we?
That's the ice castle in Frodwaith at the start, I think. At the start of the first episode where Galadriel goes up to that ice castle.
Yeah.
I think it's that.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
I thought that was Barad-dûr.
I think the thing you see is it turning all icy, which doesn't fit for Mordor.
Maybe.
But yeah, I don't know. We liked it. We liked season 1, and I think it's cool. And I think that's a cool story, and I'm all in. And I like. You see Celebrimbor kind of trying to destroy a bunch of rings at one point, and you can see they're going to play with some of that stuff, which is from the book. So
I think it's exciting. I think we've got that trailer now. It's a nice, juicy trailer. There's a lot to chew on.
Yeah.
And there's not long to go until we actually get to see it. The other thing I've only just thought about, we never mentioned it, was the fact that new movies include with Peter Jackson involved.
Hunt for Gollum.
Yeah, that's going to be cool, right?
Yeah,
super cool.
Why not?
Yeah, super cool. I think we've both always sort of sung from the same hymn sheet, and not purposely, not to be suck ups, not to be anything, just kind of our opinions align. For me, more Middle Earth content, the better. Some of it I'm going to like, some of it I might not like, but I've got more stuff to watch, read, enjoy. So there's no negative to it.
And also, that's Peter Jackson's world and wetter, so that might influence our game.
Yeah.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Which would be cool. And do you know what?
knows?
Do you know what, Steve? It's the hunt for Gollum, right? So, like, Andy Serkis is returning as Gollum, right?
Yeah.
And then there's some boring stuff to talk about, like, you know, in theory, would Vigo be in it as Aragorn? Will he be younger? Will he be de-aged? Will he be recast? Who gives a shit? Same with Ian McKellen as Gandalf. But once they catch Gollum, do you remember where Aragorn takes him? Do you remember who keeps Gollum prisoner?
Go on.
He's kept prisoner in Mirkwood.
Yeah.
And do you know who the captain of the guard is in Mirkwood?
Are you trying to find a link that isn't?
I reckon this is new Tariel content.
The lowly captain of the guard.
Yeah. She should be there. She should be there.
You never know.
In that universe. Yeah. Dare to dream, that'll piss them off, won't it?
Could you imagine?
Yeah. I'm all in for that.
Imagine Tariel making an appearance?
Yeah, new Lord of the Rings films with Tariel. Enjoy that, angry people.
It's crazy.
But it's like
there's loads of exciting Middle Earth themes. Yeah,
we've known for ages they were going to do new films because they sold the rights to it. And if someone's going to do new films, I would rather it was Peter Jackson and Fran Walsh, Philippa Boyens, and Andy Serkis. Like, they're great custodians of it, and I'm all for it.
Yeah,
hopefully
it's really exciting.
Christmas. Hopefully, it'll be a Christmas thing.
Well, if you think about it now, we've got season 2 of Rings of Power this year. Are we getting the Rohirrim animation this year, or is it early next year?
That's this Christmas.
So Christmas time. Mm-hmm. And then what are we thinking for Hunt for Gollum? Are we thinking 2 years? Ish?
I want to say that didn't they have I feel like it might have a year.
2026.
Yeah, I think it might say something like that. I think it says 2026 or something. I don't.
So there's quite a lot to look forward to there.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. It's a
and that should take us to around episode 150 of Battle Streams.
Well, we got the content, right? We got the content. That's what when the magazines run out, we just start doing all the movies that are coming out.
Yeah, but no, it's super exciting. I'm really excited by it. There's loads. It's like you mentioned before about like the model releases. You had nothing, and then you got like there
was an awful lot of like Middle Earth news all at the same time, which is just mega. I think.
Is it coincidence? Is it all tied together?
Oh, it could. It's probably
coincidence.
It's probably coincidence.
Right, I'll jump back and chat, see what the folks are saying, and then I think what we'll do is we'll jump in the old Facebook.
Just to confirm, then you are completely going to deliberately now go over the other exciting thing that's going on in our Middle Earth lives.
Let's do that now. Let's do that now.
No. I think you should.
No, let's do that now. I insist. Let's do that now. So there is more exciting news on the
what else is there, mate? Go on, you know.
They've released a new Middle Earth themed duvet set in Debenhams.
And I've got it. 10 out of 10. Would buy again.
Come on, this is your bag, mate. I'll hand over to you.
Check out that.
That's cool.
Whoa.
Very nice.
So this, do you remember last stream I did this?
Yeah, I do.
Because we hadn't revealed the cover, but we have now revealed the cover.
It's cool,
but check that bad boy out. This is issue 15. Cheeky little Orthanc for you.
Yeah, very nice.
Stephen Ryan's BSIME Isengard wheel.
Very cool.
On the cover of SBG. But this,
love it.
This is particularly topical because the reason I can stream tonight is because this went to the printers at 1:30 this morning. I could not have done this stream last night. But this was finished yesterday. It flew off to the printers. It's completely done now. If it's not completely done, we're in all sorts of trouble because it's being printed as we speak. And we're going to be getting our early release batch. The first 100 of them or so are going to be delivered this week. It's be available at 7 Stones, which is this week.
Very nice.
I'm very excited about this.
That's very cool, mate.
And yeah, it's...
Any sneak peeks?
Yeah, I gave you one last time. What sort of things do you fancy? What are you after? I'll show you. I think I showed you the Entmoot last time, didn't I?
Yeah.
I'll show you. So I put that. I'll show you this because I put this one up today. This. I honestly think this is an awesome photo. It's really quite a simple one. It just came out really well. Of Grishnak like chasing Merrin Pitt with potentially a hidden threat lurking in the background.
Great composition there.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. But what? I can't really. I think Tom would kick off if we showed off some of the really good stuff. I'll show you Dave's. I'll show you what Dave, because Dave's Ents that he sculpted. He's got an article about sculpting Ents, and that is Dave's kind of finished Entmoot that he's been working on for 17 years.
It's cool, isn't it?
So we've got all the ones that he sculpted down there, but yeah, all these different Ents that he's done. So it's Entastic.
It's very cool.
And I will say, up to and including 11 p.m. last night, myself and Tom were messaging each other, finding more words in the magazine that had ENT in, so that we could italicize that bit. So that the ent puns are strong with this one. I think it's fair to say any word that contained ENT was considered for italicization.
Oh, yeah. And first place people can pick that up is 7 Stones.
Yeah, Little Man Doubles tournament. It's going to happen this week. Oh yeah.
Sucks if you're at Warhammer World.
Yeah, indeed. Well, it sucks if you're at 7 Stones, as I am, because I am devastated to miss out on Warhammer World doubles. Yeah. But yeah, there's lots of BSIMers in the chat tonight who I imagine are working on the 7 Stones army, because lots of them are coming. It's a bank holiday weekend as ever, so we have 3 awesome days of themey hobby goodness.
And the weather's looking good as usual. The forecast is good.
The good weather is genuinely a major part of 7 Stones. Like to be out and sort of play football a bit and just enjoy the outside. But it's just obviously all of our attention basically goes on SBG to begin with, and then you kind of panic that you've got to organise a tournament in a week. But I think we're all right. We're getting there.
You smash it, mate. Yeah. You smash it. You always do.
And yeah, I really can't wait. I'm really excited to do it. It's such a, running tournaments like. I always think it's a lot of work, but it's not hard work. That's how I've always described it. And I just love being there and seeing the stuff that people have created over the last few years in particular is just amazing levels of hobby, and I just cannot wait.
Yeah, the hobby on display is always really cool. It's good to see on Facebook. I think it brings out the best bit of the community. I think that kind of.
And we have, this isn't a spoiler because we said we were going to do it last year and we put it in the rules pack, but for the first time we have stopped. We're not giving a Palantir anymore to the people who win their games. So we've always given one set of Palantirs to the people who win the group on day one and then win all 3 games. The kind of competitive winners have always got a Palantir, and it's never quite sat right with us. And so we've got rid of that this year. So if you win all 7 games, you're going to win effectively a booby prize because you've done it wrong. And those Palantirs, there's still 7 obviously because there's only 7, but those Palantirs are instead going to the best army voted for by the players. So it's a way for us. We really couldn't give a crap who wins their games, but we wanted to reward more of the amazing hobby and themey stuff that goes on. So all of the Palantirs, all 7 of the Palantirs now will go to people who've done awesome hobby stuff,
cool.
which is wicked. So I just can't wait. I get really, really excited and really, really happy on the Friday and the Saturday and the Sunday. And then as soon as we get there on Monday, I get really, really sad. When I'm like, when you're there at 10 o'clock on Monday, you go, oh, everyone's going home tonight. It makes me really sad.
Yeah.
We've got a little welcoming committee. I will say this just on the off chance, if anyone has made plans to come down on Friday night, where there's a tiny little group of us going out for dinner first. Obviously, it's a bank holiday weekend, so most people, the night before is the Saturday rather than the Friday. But if you are, if you are about and you're going to Silverstones, don't sit in a hotel room on your own on Friday night. Give us a shout and come and hang out. And I just can't wait.
Very cool. Very cool. James Wilson says, right, that's a good night from me as I've worked him on. James Wilson, he's going to Seven Stones?
He is.
Yes.
He's actually created a video. You know the downfall meme where Hitler gets. There's a video of that you can watch about him and his partner Sam Huddy arguing about Seven Stones, which is just one example of the wonderful things that people tend to get up to.
Yeah. People really get in the spirit of it. Yeah. It's super cool.
It's the first time I've ever seen
you know what that event needs, mate?
You?
It needs a stream, mate. That's what it needs.
A stream?
Yeah, it needs a stream.
Bring your gear down. What are you doing?
I'm telling you. It's good night for me, says, as I work in the morning, West Theoden Hall.
Quite.
Going to bail shortly, needs some shot at, says Michael Haskell. We won't be far behind you, brother, let me tell you.
He'll be there.
Yeah. No antlers, looks terrible, says Larry.
It's really upset about the amount of lack of antler people in the trailer.
Expecting season 2 to be better than 1, says Frederick. James Mitchell said, it was an awesome trailer. I feel like for all the smokescreen, they know they need to course correct, and they're not messing around with it. Slapped us around the face with Anatar.
Yep.
Also, new silver Linden Elves look very similar to PJ Lord of the Rings, Hobbit Noldor Elves, says Frederick. Gary George really enjoyed season 1 of Rings of Power. Season 2 looks terrific. Very much look forward to it. Me too. My guess is that there will be a lot of redoing the timeline, says James Mitchell Space, and the fact they've gone with long hair.
Long hair Anatar, yeah. Do you know what? I didn't even think that he was long hair Anatar. You're absolutely right. Like, God, he could have been short hair Anatar.
Imagine. Fred says, orcs look like proper Mordor orcs, like straight from the newer PJ Lord of the Rings movie. Sean Williams, how do you do, fellow elves? I reckon the whole Anatar thing will be inserted as a flashback to be before the Elven Rings were made, so it fits the Tolkien timeline, says James Mitchell Space.
Yeah, it could. This is the thing. It could be a flashback. It could have all already happened, which I'm fine with. It's a bit cheaty. It could be a bit cheaty, but it equally could be that he goes back with some sort of glamour or something, and they don't know, which I'm also fine with.
Don't think the elf brand is Anatar. There was news of another Sauron actor being cast. I think he's Anatar in flashbacks, and elf brand is Sauron sneaking in during the siege, says Frederick. There was a lot of articles about the Sauron actor being different in season 2, but I think there's a lot of stuff out on the internet that isn't necessarily factual. Boris Herzog says, definitely think condensing time is the way to tell a story in film stroke TV. Like in The Fellowship, the time between Bilbo's party and Frodo leaving the Shire is quite short, but in the book it's longer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Carmen Steele's right. Hunt for Gollum means Mirkwood in PJ Universe. So, Toriel?
See? He knows. This guy knows.
Is it a character I grew out of, says Larry. Jinx, says Carmen. Stephen Ryan, does Damien just always have a Tariel to hand? A Tariel for any occasion? Yeah, any occasion, mate, let me tell you that.
Well, a Tariel. Some Tariels.
Ashley Fisher, in my head, Hunt for Gollum is the Hunt for Red October of Middle-earth. Bloody Sam Neill, I would like to have seen Gondor.
I'll get Sam Neill in, and I am made.
Yeah,
he was early consideration for Elrond in Lord of the Rings. Can you imagine Dr. Alan Grant in Middle Earth? Oh.
What was the actor's name who was the one who got sacked, Aragorn?
Oh, Stuart Townsend.
That was it.
The irony.
Was there actually any footage of him playing Aragorn?
No, there's no footage of it. And they said, there's a difference of opinion. That I think the original they they originally, the company, Peter Jackson and all that, said, we realised we'd cast him too young and we made a mistake. And then Stuart Townsend years later went, they were really horrible to me and they fired me. And
I heard he was a bit douchey to everyone else.
The irony now is he's about the right age. Go, Stuart, let's have another go, mate. Have another go. But yeah, I mean, we kind of glossed over that. What do you think? Aragorn must be in it.
Yeah, it's well, yeah.
So is it Vigo? Is it Vigo de-aged? Is it recast? What do you reckon?
I think with just the way things are now, like with the Indiana Jones thing and the things they can do, I think they definitely tried to get Vigo back. And I can't, not that I know the guy personally or anything, but I can't see him refusing it if they did. He put a lot into that character, and he still speaks very highly of his time filming. So that would be cool, because I'm not saying it's easily done, but it is a process they can go through to.
But yeah, I think Peter
use the actor but make him look younger.
I think if you look at his faith and interest and belief in effects, I think he wouldn't mind that. That he'd go, yeah, let's de-age him. But I still don't think we're there where you have a main character leading a film for the entire film, looking convincingly de-aged for the entire film. But then what's the alternative? That you recast Aragorn, it's like, and suddenly then they're all over you for that.
I would be heartbroken, I have to say it.
What if it was someone else?
Yeah, I wouldn't be up in arms about it. I wouldn't be on the internet till 2 a.m. typing horrible things or anything like that. But
because you have Ian McKellen as well, like
it would take some getting used to.
You can get away with Ian McKellen, I think, because of the makeup and the age and all that. But he is now, we're 15 years after The Hobbit, for God's sake. Like,
yeah,
he's not young.
Yeah,
but that would be a really, really interesting conversation that they must be having. That is a massive, massive decision, right from the start.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know. I'm curious to see which way they go with that. I really am.
Yeah. Michael Curtis says, but what if Tariel is the one responsible for Gollum's escape? Ooh. Exactly what I was thinking, says T. Matt Tavarius. I don't think she'd do that, would she? David Alexander says, maybe Tariel falls in love with Gollum. She has a history with prisoners. Yes, she does.
She doesn't. Does she have a history yet? Yeah, it's after The Hobbit, isn't it? Yeah, it would. Yeah, she's a great point. Yeah, don't put Tariel in front of him.
Harry Eventmoot says, can't be more excited for Andy Serkis' directorial debut. His work on Apes and Hobbit goes largely unrecognised. He's outstanding, and as much as I'm reticent if PJ getting re-involved, Serkis, that's one of two. Let me find another thing. He's going to smash it out of the park. I believe they said Christmas 2026 for Hunt for Gollum. That would be class. Sean Williams says, maybe BJ can use the Hunt for Gollum to tell us Tara will return to her home planet. Gary George, so much awesome Middle-earth goodness coming makes me very happy. Very, very true. Planet, he's corrects himself. Home planet. We'll send an email to the Rock Dude to pre-order one for Manchester, says Frederick. How do I pay, says Laurie.
What was that? Send one to
for Manchester, the Manchester comment.
Yeah.
It's Ardicon. It's Frederick. I think he wants to collect one at Ardicon. That's what I assumed.
I see, and the Rock Dude being Tom, right? Got you.
Yeah,
I thought we were still on sort of Tariel and Peter Jackson type stuff.
James says, I feel like a Hunt for Gollum is a bit of a red herring. Did they ever find him? I thought the whole point is the enemy found him first.
Oh, Aragorn finds him. He finds him and he takes him to Mirkwood.
There is a fan-made Hunt for Gollum on YouTube, and it's actually a good watch. If you've not watched it, I highly suggest you go and find it. It's still there. It's decent. It's a decent little watch. I think it's about half an hour.
For now?
No. Is it an hour?
No, I said for now. It's still there
for now.
I
for now,
imagine it's more at risk now than it ever was.
Yeah. It's been printed at 11 in the evening, asked Larry.
That's why I said it was in production as we speak.
Oh, come on. Josh Coles, with the hunt for Gollum, we might see Mirkwood as he was captured and kept there before breaking out. I'd love to see Lee Pace return for another Outer Strings. Great casting. I love Lee Pace, says James. Are there any maggot holes? Asked Larry.
Well, presumably SBG related.
I'm very excited to be purchasing some for a podcast giveaway, says Harry.
Purchasing what? Oh, the magazine.
Magazine?
I hope he means the magazine.
I'm slightly annoyed that... Sorry?
I hope he means the magazine, otherwise that'll get awkward quick.
Yeah.
No, not the magazine. I don't want that.
Slightly annoyed that I would have got a Palantir last year, but good luck to all, says Josh. Will there be a George Michael tribute act on the Friday? Asked Harry.
We're booked in the same place. I don't believe they have music this year.
Oh. Ashley Hamsford Reed is in. He says, hello and good night.
Oh,
happily painting away while listening to you chaps. All good fun as always. Love how we're getting some much news and excitement for Middle-earth lately. Catch you next time. Take care, buddy. Matt says, will Tyrell be that universe or another universe, Damien?
She's in my universe.
It says, great stream, but got to run. Be safe out there all. And you, brother. Larry says, should have made him Anslatar.
That's good. I like that.
Dwellin says Tario should be the cap that allows Gollum to escape by accident in commas.
Oh, that'd be awful. Can you imagine?
Frederick says has to be Vigo. Has to be Vigo.
He's quite old though. He's quite old.
The one that lets him escape should be the same drunk guard from The Hobbit, says Larry. Vigo will never go back to Lord of the Rings. I will eat my hat if he does, says Harry. Harry, event moot.
But there was a weird... There was a thing that he's great on the documentaries, but there was an interview a while back where he sort of implies that they became less fun to film. It was weird that he can't, after their whole very kind of collegial appearances on documentaries. There's one where he said like by the time you got to Return of the King, it felt very, very much unplanned and lots of green screen and all that sort of stuff.
Right.
So
I suppose the thing with The Hunt for Gollum, because it's two movies, they're not necessarily going to be sort of back-to-back movies. The Hunt for Gollum is going to be just a standalone. It's not going to be a huge chunk of their lives like the three movies were.
Yeah, that's true.
It's going to be a smaller production because it's like one movie. But who knows? Frederick says Vigo and Ian both need to come back. Vigo himself has been critical about The Return of the King and the Hobbit movies being so heavy on CGI, says Harry. If he goes back to being Aragorn, I'd be amazed. Prepare to be amazed, Harry, ain't you? They could just shift all the focus to Orlando Bloom as Legolas again, says
he should be
Larry. And Harry says he has deliberately shunned blockbuster films in recent years in favour of niche art house films, etc. Yeah, but they weren't Middle-earth, mate. Stop putting a downer on it, Harry. God. Dwellin says, I think the hunt for Gollum will start earlier when Sauron hunts for and captures Gollum before letting him go.
Everyone's hunting for Gollum all the time. Like, so many hunts for Gollum.
Larry says, apparently it got taken down but went back up. And Vigo is 65, passing for a 30-year-old something, for 30 years something. I can't read because my fingers are in the way.
Oh, speaking
you say Vigo is 65, passing for a 30-year-old something ranger will be tricky.
Yeah.
Not with CGI these days, it's not tricky, I don't think. Just go and watch Indiana Jones and just see.
Yeah, but that's only the opening sequence.
Yeah, but
it's only de-aged for the first sequence.
That's all 2 years. That was what, 2 years ago now? 2 years is a long time.
That whole sequence is at night. And it does look, don't get me wrong, it looks good.
It's class.
But for a whole movie, you get into like the Irishman territory, and I'm not convinced. I think the thing is, however good the CGI is, you will never fool your brain. Because you will always know it's not real. That's the problem. And if they did it with an unknown, if they just cast a character actor who's 70 who you'd never heard of and then de-aged him, I think you'd watch it and go, oh yeah, that's entirely believable. Because you know categorically he's been de-aged, your brain will always tell you it's not very good, I think.
I don't know. I'd accept it. Larry says, pass for an 84-year-old ranger, winky face. Harry says, I'd love Vigo in his prime to be Aragorn again, but I'd be keen to see an unknown do it. Did you watch The Irishman with Robert De Niro de-aged? It was so weird. Yeah, but this is what I'm saying.
Harry is saying all of my words.
The thing is, though, Indiana Jones, is it 2 or 3 years ago now when that was made?
Oh, when it was made, it must be 3 years ago.
3 years ago. Irishman even longer. It's a long time for visual effects. A long time. It can be a lot better. We'll see. Who knows? We don't know. If they recast him, I'm still going to watch it, and I'm probably still going to enjoy it, regardless of what they do. So,
I think the worry with recasting is you get onto the solo stuff where people just. This is where I think they're damned if they do and damned if they don't. If you recast them, people will rage against. It's not Vigo, and if you cast Vigo, then people will rage against the CGI.
Yeah,
it's tricky.
Yeah. God, no, I don't know.
Maybe Vigo could motion capture himself as a younger Vigo.
Maybe Vigo will be in the Prancing Pony with his pipe, as he is now, telling the story to somebody else of what happened, and it'll go back and it'll be a different actor, as in younger.
Like the start of The Hobbit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right, we need to jump in the Facebook, mate. We are running super tight on time. I need to be fresh and bright tomorrow.
Fresh and bright.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. I need to download this. Someone has. We have a new a new emailer. Bear with. Yeah, it's an interesting one. I will be all in for it either way. I really don't mind. I'll be curious to see what they do, however they do it. Because I'm a happy little boy. I've just realised I said to you, like, okay, just wait, bear with me, as if you've got any control about what's about to happen.
None.
It's all me. Okay, jackpot. So, I need to find a window, such as this one. I need to close down some of these cheeky messages. Let's go on to that. Let's go on to 63 comments. It's been a popular one. And let's see what I can do here. I'm going to go to Facebook like this. I'm going to grab this. I'm going to go and find. Is it that? Think that's working? Is that looking alright to you?
Yeah, I've just had that chocolate and it's made me really. I'm going to top my drink up. Start without me because we haven't got time to hang about.
Wonderful.
I will be listening.
I should damn well hope so.
I will be listening. So make a start.
Lovely. Let's mute that. Lovely. So I believe you're looking at that. Go to all comments, and first up, I believe we have Mr. Frederick Schultz, who just questions us about how early we are. We then have Ruth, who circles a Theoden. So Ruth is in. Not sure if she's just playing Where's Theoden and she's found him there or something, but Well done, Ruth. Looks like you're working on that classic metal Theoden, which you love to see. Gonna close that down, and so we have. Oh, there's an update as well. Excellent work, lovely to see. Classic Battle Streams Theoden there. Congratulations, Ruth. Next up, we have Michael Curtis, who is assembling and priming Warg Attack Theoden. Yours for only £20 on the made to order this week. Michael Curtis, excellent work, sir. Lovely model. I've got him assembled and undercoated. He's been so close to being painted for so long, but he's never quite made it. Sam Page, Theoden ready to be painted between bases for my 7 stones. I'm intrigued, my friend. Can't wait to see it at the weekend. Curious to see what's going to end up on those bases. Lovely new plastic mounted Theoden. We have... Oh, we've got some updates there. Armour can wait. It's too late to be painting such intricate armour, but happy with the progress so far. Looking awesome, dude. What a model. Dawn of a new age. Ian Spiller. Alas, no Theoden for me, but points for the first person to identify my not-so-secret project for the weekend. A long way to go. Now, I happen to know where Ian is going this weekend. It's a high-quality gaming tournament. Can you see that? Is that working? You can see most of it, actually. I'll pop back here. Yeah, there's just another. It looks like... Right, they look like plastic Rohan horses to me. What is those tassels? What are the tassels on that? Oh, it's canned, isn't it? I think there's a canned horse, possibly. Is that what those little tassels are? Exciting stuff, though. Look forward to seeing it. Oh, is this an update? Invisible ring bearer. Oh, that was a guess. Sam Huddy says invisible ring bearer. Strong guess, but nil points. And so John Cena model then. Joe Holzman, defenders of Rohan Theoden for me tonight. Joe is in. Cracking model. And another invisible ring bearer there. You love to see it. Sean Jagger is then the other Theoden from that picture. I like how you've rather than just posting once with the 2 Theodens, you've identified your which Theoden you are. Lovely to see. And there's a update here. Oh, throw some base colours down. Looking great, mate. Top work. Lovely to see you hobbying together as well. Frederick Schultz got some of Theoden's fluffy friends on the hobby desk. Oh, some Warg Riders. They're not his friends. He doesn't like them. So I don't believe there's a Theoden lurking in there. Great spread as always. Coconut to Fifi. Vice Crisp. Fritz Ilmo. Dr. Pepper. Something. I'm not sure what flavour that is. Lovely to see as always, my friend. Michael Haskell. Going to start putting paint on this pair who have been languishing in my unpainted but base coated Rohan box for many a long winter. Also working on 2 Rohan Warriors for next month's One Day Hope is Kindled. I'm taking Defenders of Helm's Deep to make Martin's occasion. That's nice. I don't have that Theoden on foot. He is on my want list. I think I put that in. Someone who was painting him. Was it? I think Julian Hammond has dug out the mounted one with a sword up and the helmet off. I don't have that. I don't have that guy on foot, and they're very much models. They're actually one of very few models that are on my want list. And I'm quite happy with most of my collection. But I believe that's Mr. Steve Crowback. We have some updates from Michael. And Sam Huddy says that's the best dismounted Theoden. I'm inclined to agree. It's either that one or the Defenders Rohan one for me. It's very, very cool. Ashley Fisher, Warg Attack Theoden. Clean up and assembly. That looks eerily like the last Warg Attack Theoden. Was that Michael Curtis? Seemed to have very, very similar clippers and cleaning up Warg Attack Theoden. Ashley Fisher is in. One of the big 4. And Joe Holzman's in. They're threatening for the dice. You love to see it. There's a update there. So he's assembled Warg Attack Theoden. Awesome work. You're back there, aren't you, Steve?
Yeah, I'm just trying to work out where you're up to.
Is it looking alright on YouTube? I can't see it on YouTube because I'm on Facebook.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Matt Baker, assembling this Theoden tonight after having sent him in the pile after the last made to order. It's Wargatak Theoden. Wargatak Theoden's getting a lot of love. Great model.
Good model.
The first Theoden ever released, I believe. Cleaned up and glued together, ready for priming. So he's got him assembled. Cool. Tom Christian started on the last Theoden stream, languished in a box ever since. 3 years later, finished. I love that. Hashtag so BSIME. I see you also paint your bases before painting your models, a bit like I do. Welcome to the crazy land. Tom is in. He's gone. Scott Newman, going to revisit this guy. Here we go. Oh, that's looking lovely, Scott.
Very nice.
Lovely looking little work there. So Scott gets to play. Boris Herzog. Almost all my hobby supplies are in boxes after a house move, so not able to do much, but going to try and rescue this slightly battered Wargatak Theoden from a long time ago and see how we get on. Managed to restore the king and at least prime and shade him. Thanks for the stream. Thank you for joining us on the stream. It's looking nice, mate. Good luck with him. Rory Campbell. Let's see how far we can get on this chap. Looks like the plastic one. And he is assembled. Good work, sir.
Very cool. Nice, nice tankard.
Absolutely. Thematic. Larry Miller says, we'll mostly be getting stuff ready for some doubles tournament. That sounds good. We found this guy. Can't get the rest of him. Can't find the rest of him or the foot ones. We'll just do some work on the base. Add some tufts, maybe some flock. Might even get a bit of rimming done. It's the mounted plastic Theoden. What's missing? You found this guy. Can't find the rest of him. What's missing, dude? You get to join the dice draw though. Oh, I'm so pleased this made it in. Have you seen this?
You're looking at Hawks.
Yeah. Let's just pop that up. Is that showing up? Is he on there? I imagine most of you are familiar. Yeah, he looks gorgeous. I imagine most of you are familiar with this from the GBHL, where you put the kind of pictures up. Absolutely stunning conversion.
That's great.
I think even the conversion of Snowmane's incredible. But clearly that wonderful death moment. Oh, it's amazing work. And not a pose I'd really seen anyone do before, to be honest. Which is a bit surprising. And he says, oh, listen, I love that you're doing this. I converted a Theoden this past week and unfortunately finished painting him shortly after. I'm going to put
doesn't look like there's enough tufts on the base for
I'm going to put him in. I think doing that conversion gets him in on Theoden week.
Yeah.
Michael Dublé putting some extra highlights and details onto these two. Lovely. Imagine converting like the greatest Theoden conversion anyone's ever seen a couple of days before the Theoden stream and not getting a chance to win a dice. Doesn't seem right to me. Sean Clark, the day he left us, I stripped my old paint jobs and started to slowly repaint him, ready to finish for this episode, coupled with the best soft drink and a Norwegian's version of a Kit Kat. So the best soft drink apparently is Dr. Pepper's Zero,
like Aguero.
of course. And the Norwegian's version of a Kit Kat is a Kvikglingsk.
Yeah.
And he is... There's the mounted one, rescued, looking lovely. He looks like he's rearing a bit more than normal, I think. Bit of reposing from Sean there. And the lovely foot one, looking awesome, my friend. Boom. So, Hawk, Michael, Sean. And down to Stephen Ryan. Not much to work on my Theoden, but you can always use another tuft on his base. Yeah, love to see it. And painting these two from the backlog, destroying box of doom from you guys. Oh, that's because the box that you gave him. It didn't destroy. Did you say backlog destroying? It didn't destroy your backlog, Stephen. It forever extended it. So these are some of Steve's old models, I believe. Yeah, that's best Rohan captain, surely.
Mm.
And I believe that's the banner bearer that we're getting with the captain, isn't it?
Mm.
I think it's a cool model. In comes Richard. Decided to get all of my Theoden models out for tonight to send Bernard off with full effort. Apparently I have 15. That's a lot of Theodens.
15 Theodens.
Lovely to see the nachos, of course. How have you got 15 Theodens? There's actually clearly quite a few.
Obviously got a Theoden box, hasn't
he? I reckon he's probably, you can see the 4 plastics. I wonder if there's like helmeted and unhelmeted versions in there, I reckon.
Mm.
That's the way you get those Theoden numbers up. Didn't make that much progress, sorry Bernard, but I did stage 1 of Kiev's issue 8 guide for my foot armoured model. Yeah, we should say, there's a big shout out to that. Kiev, who always does the painting guides for SBG, when we launched that new issue, did a really, really wonderful, crazy good guide for. I'll just hold up the one that's on the cover, but his Theoden is just something else.
Yeah,
beautiful model. A really good painting guide inside there for that. So top work, Richard. Glad to see. Always nice to see people using the painting guides. Kev will be pleased. Matthew Davis, whip with a pot of paint.
Is that Gamling's leg?
It's a. Oh, I see. He's hiding some. Oh, I see. Don't know.
Is it? But Gamling's got an open hand, doesn't he?
I've seen. I know a little bit about what Matt's up to for Seven Stones, and as of yet, I don't believe he wants me to say. So I've got a hankering for what this might be, but I don't know if you remember his army from last year where he did the brothers and he did the Amazing Elf Twins conversions.
Yeah.
And I think we might be being a little bit blown away by Matt's hobby again this year, so I'm very excited. I don't believe that gets him into the draw.
Okay.
Ryan Cuthbert, Colours is in. 5 dice Colours. Really happy the Theoden I painted when I originally got the mag, but needs a rebase and a bit more of a tart off his face. I bet he does. Of course he does. Definitely needs a rebase when Ashley Fisher and Joe Holzman are already in the draw. Lovely stuff. Right, Colours. Got to fight for those dice. Larry Miller is in with a meme which says the beacons of Gondor lit, Gondor calls raid, and Titanic will answer. And that's Titanic coming over the crest of the hill. Bernard Hill, of course, being the only person to star in 2 films that won 11 Oscars, which is the record. Frederick Short says the third favourite part of the film, but loads of people miss it because they never watched the extended editions. Well, quite. Dwayne and Grudgebrain, George's entry, Gandalf the White. He's also working on Tom Bombadil, both for his Lothlorien army. He loves Tom, mostly due to me singing his songs randomly. But that's not a Theoden, right?
No.
It's obviously a conversion or a print or something. It's not a model I recognise, but I'm afraid. Lovely to see what you're working on, George. Love that you've got some glam. It looks like.
That's the Gandalf the White, isn't it?
Is it? The pose looks different. Maybe it's just the angle. Maybe it is fine. The horse looks right. It's just he looks more upright to me. But you're probably right.
Was it? Yeah, it's plastic Gandalf the White.
Cool. Alas, not a Theoden.
Yeah.
Dave Walker started working on this last week purely because we lost the King Rohan. Perfect opportunity to pick it back up and hopefully finish him. R.I.P. Bernard. So Dave is in with, I loving the classic Battle Streams issue and a little action figure as well. That action figure is a cracking likeness of him, isn't it?
Yeah.
Save. Walk off. Gary George. Happy 99th, gentlemen. Here's to the king. Thank you so much. Oh, the classic metal mounted one. What a model that is.
Have you noticed Facebook has changed and it doesn't jump you to the top of the thing now when you click the images?
No, it's absolutely jumping me to the top of the thing.
It's not doing it to me.
It's doing it. I'm just scrolling super fast because I've got mad skills. Jake Pollard. Got my Theodens out and the first member of my battle company for our new league in the northeast. So it's the plastic foot-mounted Theoden. Lovely to see. Good turnout for a weeknight, mate.
Oh.
People love a bit of BSIME and they love a bit of Theoden, it seems. Sam Earnshaw, picking up from where I left off on the last Theoden stream. I love that that's at least 2 people who've done that. I've been painting him 3 years ago, put him back in a drawer, go, right, whenever he comes up again, we'll keep going. Warms my cockles. Dwyer Grudgebane, lovely model and so easy to paint over a silver primer. Silver primer?
I like that base.
Or Eowyn with a little stalactites. Dwyer gets in though. Lovely. Johnny Wright, as I live and breathe. Oh, he just can't do it, can he? Barlin and Floyd painted tonight. You're not doing it right. I even had to strip Floyd and respray him before starting. This is my army for Saturdays, a long expected tournament middle of strategy back game. I realise it's not Theoden, but at least they both have facial hair. That is the wrong model, and quite frankly, Johnny, that's the wrong tournament. But I hope you have a cracking weekend. There is your Floyd, and there is your Barlin. Looking awesome, my friend. Good luck. Bring it home for the Wanderers. Sam Huddy says, I'm working tonight, so my hobby contribution is providing James with moral support in his work for 7 Stones. And when he tires, cracking the whip instead. You love to see it. Bright Metalhead, nabbed this model second hand for no reason other than it was a steal. I never had plans for Rohan army or even to have him off the sprue, but in Bernard Hill's honour, let's get him done. You love it. It's so BSIME.
Cool.
That is, of course, the new plastic again. Have you assembled and painted that new plastic one?
I assembled and magnetised all the different helm and all that kind of stuff.
and then that was happy with your work, put him down.
Yeah.
I've never done either. Mainly because that was another one that Tom did, where Kev, because Kev had him painted like that for the mag. So, I need it. Joshua Crosby, he's the last of the big ones is in. Josh Crosby's in. They're all here. The big dice guys, and he's got the classic metal Theoden. Just going prime. Didn't finish my work until about 10, to be fair. Wonderful stuff. And then he's got an orc as well. Finished my 4th orc from last stream recently. Had 1 game of battle companies and died straight away. As always, mate. Just the best. Just the best hobby. And I believe finally is the one I posted up there. This was an email that we had from Adam Breen. He said, hi guys, great stream as always. First time to post a work in progress pic.
There is more after that.
Oh, is there?
I've got Larry Miller, Ryan Cuthbert, and Julian Hamilton.
Then I shall refresh. And we go from 63 comments to 67 comments. All the way down we go. And we have Larry Miller, tough's done, no rimming tonight. Larry is already on there. Good progress, my friend. Ryan Cuthbert, can't find my previous comment, but here's where I'm at. Ryan Cuthbert is already on there. Looking good, mate. Good progress. And then finally, Julian Hammond sneaking in with, there he is. Those are the models I want. That's the mounted one I want, and that's the foot one I want. I'm going to take my time painting this and hope you'll see some action at an art event soon. Got to fill some gaps on snow moment for undercoating. Julian Hammond sneaking in with a really quite awesome Theoden model. And that is that. Top work, everyone. All well done. Congratulations to you all for jumping in and enjoying the Theoden content. Lovely to see so much good Theoden stuff out there.
It's very cool. Good number?
28.
Very cool.
28 Theodens. 28 people around the world all working on their Theodens together. You do love to see it. Boom. So, here we go. We do have all 4 of the big 4 in. We have 4 dice Fisher, 4 dice Holzman, 4 dice Crosby, and 5 dice Colours. They're all in the draw tonight, Steve.
It's fancy, mate.
It is. I mean, it always is. They don't like to give up the chance to win a dice very easily. Those guys. They know what's on the line. We have 28.
Mm-hmm.
Agonisingly one too many for 3 9s. So we're gonna have to do 3 10s. Yeah, it's a D10, mate. How do we do a D10?
What is it? You add 1 to every number.
I'll never not enjoy it. Yeah, we'll just add 1 to every number. You'll love to see it. Cool. All right. So we're gonna need. So which way are we gonna go? What?
It's just hit me again.
So we have a 9, a 9, and a 10.
9 and 9, you say?
Yeah.
Like 99?
Yeah, it's one of those things that if we separate the number 28 into a 10 and then divide the 18 by 2, we get 99. It's like it was made to be. So I'm going to have a 10, then a 9, then another 9. Okay?
Yeah.
So, are we ready?
Yeah,
good
mate.
luck.
Yeah.
Good luck to everyone. Let's swap you over.
Oh, struggling now,
Here we go. Remember, this is what we're playing for tonight. The black BSIME dice that are so far rolled. A 5 and a 4 and...
Back to normality.
Whoops, there goes gravity. So, for our first finalist, remember we're after 3 finalists here, we have a group of 10. So remember, the 0 is a 10. We have Ruth Jago, Michael Curtis, Sam Page, 4 dice Holzman, Sean Jago, Michael Haskell, 4 dice Fisher, Matt Baker, Tom Christian, and Scott Newman. So there's 2 of the big 4 in this 10. Are we ready?
Let's do it.
It's a 1. It's Ruth.
Ooh.
That's 2 of the big 4 out straight away. Oh, 5 dice Colours is pleased with that, isn't
he? Yeah.
Next up, we have a group of 9, which is so we are re-rolling the 0. Boris Herzog, Rory Campbell, Larry Miller, Hawk Jacobson, Michael Dublé, Sean Clark, Stephen Ryan, Richard Clammer, and on the 9, it's 5 dice Colours. He couldn't, could he? Not on the 9. Not on stream 99. It's 2. He's out. He's out. That is Rory Campbell.
Nice.
So Crosby.
It's all the R's, Ruth and Rory at the minute.
It is all the R's. Crosby is now the only one of the big 4 who can make it into a final. Great chance for him. Dave Walker. So we have a 9. We are re-rolling the 0. Dave Walker, Gary George, Jake Pollard, Sam Earnshaw, Dwayne Grudgebane, Brian Metalhead, Josh Crosby. He's 7. Adam Breen, Julian Hammond. Could we see a 7 up here?
Let's go for it. You can't believe it.
OMG. Crosby has just sat up. And I think somewhere Colours has sat up as well. Oh, this is big.
This means a lot.
Well, yeah.
So we've got 2 first timers against
I will check. So we've got Rory Campbell and Ruth. Neither of whom have a dice.
I think so.
I mean, they must now be terrified, right?
Yeah.
Because they're so close to getting a dice. But it's like coming up against like Djokovic, isn't it? It's like you're up against, you go, finally, I've made it to the final. And who do you come up against? 4 Dice Crosby.
Yeah.
4 Dice Crosby, desperate to become 5 Dice Crosby. Wow, Steve.
It's never been done before.
Which bit? 4 Dice
Crosby being up against 2 first-timers.
4 Dice Crosby has never become 5 Dice Crosby before.
Yeah.
So as ever, it's the first of 3 points. What do you think, Steve? Can Ruth or Rory put up a fight, or is this Crosby all day long?
I don't know. I think he's got too much experience in this situation, I think.
Do you know what? I hope I'm wrong, but I'm going to agree. I think Crosby just has too much in the tank. I think we might be facing a trip 3 here.
Plenty in the tank.
So we have Ruth on a 1, Rory on a 2, and Josh going for his 3rd dice. His 5th dice on a 3.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Good luck, everyone. Oh, Ruth.
Straight out of the gate.
Josh wants 5 dice, but Ruth wants 1, you know? Maybe that's more powerful. Strong start from Ruth. Oh, Rory Campbell.
I mean, we've been here before. Yeah,
do you reckon Crosby's just going to
it means nothing at this stage.
Go on, you guys go ahead. Go on, see what happens. Oh, it's gone. That will not count. I will reveal that was a 3.
Oh, that could be a bad omen, Josh. Could be a bad omen.
Rory Campbell.
Rory's nearly there.
Maybe it's all too much for Josh. Maybe he's just panicked too much.
Maybe he's not took it seriously enough.
Well, he also, he was there right at the end, wasn't he? Right at the end, he was like, we had 28 entries. He's the 26th. Maybe he wasn't planning on getting in at all.
Yeah.
So Rory Campbell is at match point. 1 to Ruth, 2 to Rory, none to Josh. 1 to Josh.
Oh.
1 to Josh.
Oh, now it's interesting.
Rory's like, okay, it's fine. I've let 1 slip, but they cannot win it. Still match point, Rory. It's massive advantage, Rory. Oh, he's done it! He has done it! He has taken it! You love to see it, Rory Campbell. Congratulations.
Pretty cool, calm and collected that from Rory, I thought.
Winning with a point in hand, and you have won this black Battlestreams Middle Earth dice that only rolls 4. Perfect for passing your fate points.
Yes.
Boom. We can come over to Zoom. We can swap back. Boom. And there we have it. To the dice table I go. So it's another first time winner.
Yeah.
And
Let's
go.
Get him on the old flow chart.
Absolutely. It's a spreadsheet, but sure.
Flow chart.
Rory Campbell has now won 1 black dice, and it's stream 99. What are we going to do next time? Give away 100 black dice? It'd cheapen it a bit, wouldn't it? Let's go down. I am putting in a row, mate, for stream 99. Can you believe this?
Yeah.
That is crazy, my friend. 20th of... are we on April? No, May. May 24. The winner was...
Started?
I am sourcing as we speak.
While you're doing that, I'll jump in the chat.
Oh.
Sure. Aaron says, yeah, that's how I would do it, Steve. Have Viggo telling a story to his kid of his adventures as a ranger and the hunt for Gollum. Larry asks sarcastically, he's going to Warhammer World Doubles. I can't think of any other high-quality gaming events this weekend.
Oh.
And he says, no rimming for me tonight, but got a lot of mystery models glued to bases for some doubles tournament. Very cool. The shield and the right arm, as I left them off, as I'm wont to.
That's what he was missing. You know, he said he couldn't find it.
June says, that's my hobby and done for the night. See you gents soon. Take care, mate. Harry says, off to bed, chaps. It's been a jolly good stream. Glad to see some positive news in Middle Earth this week. It's getting my mojo pumped for a fab weekend of Toy Soldiers. See you Saturday.
See you Saturday, my friend.
Larry says, I'm in a similar boat as my Theoden is on his third or fourth relevant stream. Great stream, guys, says Larry. Not an alternative approach. Pay respects to the hill. Sad face. Theoden on a hill. That's your alternative approach. How do we do a D10? Wrong every time, says Michael Curtis. I can't paint now. So nervous, says Josh Cosby. Wait, I'm so confident. Congrats. Sean Clark, well done, Rory. Putting pressure on Big Boy Crosby. Others is breathing a sigh of relief, says George Galloway. Congrats. I was spot 6. You jinxed me, Damien. Congrats, Rory. You gave away 100 dice. Covers would end up with 105. If you gave away 100 dice, Covers would end up with 105. Bless you. And that is that. And it couldn't have timed any better. We've gone slightly over what we wanted to, but it's fine. But my eyes have well and truly gone.
Episode 99, man.
Done, mate.
99 episodes.
Nailed it. So next episode is the big 100.
Absolutely. We need to say a very, very, very sincere, bring all your friends. Tell everyone. We've deliberately got the date out as early as possible. Saturday the 15th of June. Tell everyone you know. Anyone who's ever enjoyed battle streams in the past and might have drifted away. It's a Saturday night. Clear your diaries. And... just said, this has been a wonderful send-off to the series. But yeah, it's gonna be a big one, man. I don't know what we'll do. We'll probably just pull some party poppers and they won't go off or something, you know. But but it's gonna be great. We're gonna celebrate 100 episodes in 4.5 years. Crazy scenes, my friend.
Mental, mate. It's mental. Yeah, that's it. We've got a date locked in, so lock it in your calendars. It's pretty much a free for all. That's what we're agreeing on. That? Is that?
Yeah, if you want to do that, we can do any model. You can just paint whatever you want.
Whatever you want.
Paint something.
Whatever you want. As long as it's going to work through. Remember the chance of winning a dice.
Try and paint something that you paint something for the love of the hobby. You know, paint it not because you need it, because just go and find a model, and paint it for that.
Yeah. Cool. Right, I'm off to bed. See you guys in 3 weeks.
I'm excited, man.
3 weeks.
It's been a pleasure.
You've got 7 Stones this weekend. Best of luck. 7 Stones. I have no doubt it will be a roaring success, as it always is. Pretty good. I can't beat that, mate. Would have been nice.
I'm glad you're not there.
Would have been nice. But yeah, that's it. Done. Dusted. 99. Looking down the barrel of 100.
It's something unpredictable, but in the end, it's right. I hope you had the stream of your life. Namaste.
Namaste.
See you soon. 100 episodes! Night, guys.
Bye-bye.